Our live though.
I feel like we're battling from behind. I know everybody looks at us as the guy to beat, but yesterday I was like, man, I just hope we can run top 10 if we make the right adjustments. So hopefully we make the right adjustments. I know Seth and the engineers went back last night and looked over a lot of stuff, and they came up with a plan to change quite a bit of stuff on the race car for today. So
might be a little bit laggy, but
are very different. Last year both races were pretty chill.
It'd be all right.
And the track didn't rubber up quite as much as it did yesterday in practice. So not sure if that was throwing us off or what, but either way, it was a challenge yesterday. Well, the 15th is probably a little worse than we thought, but
I'm double hearing shit. Turn that
to
down.
see if we can't come up with some magic. Thanks.
So maybe not a lot of confidence there, but everyone else in the field has to be like, oh no, here comes Eric, I'm rolling again.
I know, I wouldn't be. And we saw him in Cup Series, and we've seen it in those Xfinity Series races. He had a long enough today. Keep it on the 19 car. I wouldn't count him out.
Yeah, we'll certainly do that. And we know these drivers are anxious to get in their cars. They're getting introduced to fans now. We got the green flag and the wild action at Martinsville coming up next on the CW.
You're on the road to a good financial future, but what if you could do better? With Credit Karma, you can see if there are better rates for loans and insurance, and see if you're maximizing your card rewards, so your money goes further into a Credit Karma.
Bounty Mega Roll lasts longer, so you can tackle
apple sauce and avocado, berries, butter, coffee cream, drippy fingers, deviled eggs, and empanadas, red and green, fettuccine, grits and gravy, even hummus and
Hello. Hello.
It has 4 rolls in one, so it lasts longer and feels like the roll never runs out.
Negatory.
Bounty, the quicker picker up.
Let's just get a closer look.
It starts at 4, I believe, Turismo.
Worlds. One amazing theme park. Our universe will never be the same.
Oh, you gotta see this.
Epic Universe, only at Universal Orlando Resort. Is your car's plastic trim faded and milky? Don't worry. Cerakote's ceramic trim coat restores oxidized trim effortlessly. Just wipe it on. It's guaranteed for 200 washes. Even dust won't stick to it. Keep your car looking professional. Selling your oxidized, faded trim car? Detailed cars sell for way more than faded cars. Read the thousands of 5-star reviews for yourself. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today.
This is a story about
I don't like chat there.
The untrained eye may not see the one as extraordinary, but her goals aren't easy.
But I don't like my chat where I've got it.
She manages. She perfects. She is extraordinary. Because for the one, maintaining this space transports
There we go.
her to this space.
A little bit better.
The industrial grade product you need plus 1 million more.
It was overlaying my face.
Granger.com or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Ace's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at Ace. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance
break
to
free.
improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Into a Credit Karma, karma you can count on.
Tuesday, NXT on the CW is hotter than ever. The can't miss championship action on the CW.
It's time for some short track racing, and experience can be a factor in a place like Martinsville, but several drivers getting their first taste of the short track today, and one is getting his first taste of the Xfinity Series, right, Dylan?
That's right, Carla. Corey Day is a name that is new to stock car racing, but very familiar to the dirt racing community. The second-generation sprint car race from California is just 19 years old, but has already been winning for years on the nation's biggest stages. And now, after endorsements from Kyle Larson and Jeff Gordon, he's getting his shot at NASCAR. He'll make 10 starts in the Hendrick Motorsports 17 car this year. Crew Chief Adam Wall said this morning, he's already exceeded my expectations for the weekend by qualifying 8th. But Kim, the real test comes here in his first career Xfinity Series race.
Well, the last time the Xfinity Series raced at Martinsville, Sammy Smith finished runner-up. That was just one spot short of competing for a championship in Phoenix in a must-win situation. While the team was disappointed, it did give them a good notebook to work with this weekend. Crew Chief Philip Bell told me he was very happy with how they unloaded. He graded their practice a solid A. They're looking for redemption, Carla, and that Martinsville clock.
And as we get ready to start, privilege to serve those who serve. It's time to head trackside for our pre-race ceremonies.
Please rise as you are able. Remove your hat. And veterans render a hand salute as a combined effort of the Virginia State and Martinsville Police, along with the Henry County and Martinsville Sheriff Office Joint Color Guard, presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome Motor Racing Outreach Chaplain, Billy Malden.
Heavenly Father, it is a great day here at Martinsville, and we're thank you for your presence in our lives. Bless everyone with a safe day, a great day of racing. Bless our nation and all those who defend and protect our freedom as we enjoy this sport we all love. May your peace surround and fill us all. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Here to perform the national anthem, please welcome from the President's own United States Marine Band, Master Gunnery Sergeant Kevin Veneer. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts
Feels like Harvick.
we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Golden Corral has supported our veterans for over 2 decades through military appreciation nights, providing meals to veterans and active duty service members at no cost, and as a founding partner of Camp Corral. Golden Corral helps send children of wounded, ill, or fallen military members to summer camp.
I might end up having to come
year.
out.
It truly is a special experience for those kids and their families. So we are one step closer to the start of this race. We'll have more on the drivers that are going to lead us to green today, plus the command. That's coming up next.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to the
Hey, chat, I'm gonna sneak over here and go change my shirt.
credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
And this is an important step for all our employees.
Blah, 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 blah.
Certain you're on me?
Yeah.
Are you for imprint, sir?
Oh boy.
Certainty matters. So when you need the right high-quality promotional products, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time, that's the certainty of 4imprint. Wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team by visiting 4imprint.com. 4imprint for certain.
Okay. I had to get out of that long sleeve.
Moisturizing body wash that locks in 4 times the moisturizers of your
I had to get out of that long sleeve so bad. Jesus Christ, it was getting hot.
Clean moisturizing body wash isn't a myth, it's native.
To be the best, you have to race the best. This is Grand Slam track. The biggest names in the game collide in a high-stakes battle.
Man, if we could get to 500 by this weekend, that'd be awesome, man.
On the line. The biggest stars.
That'd be so sick.
This is where legends are made, and only the fastest survive. Grand Slam track, live from Kingston.
We had 4,000 in here at one point, or total for the 500, and we was just gaining subs.
And to be recognized as KCRG TV9's Athlete of the Week. Nominate someone you know for KCRG TV9's Athlete of the Week. They could be from any sport or any school from the KCRG TV9 viewing area. Head to KCRG.com and click on Athlete of the Week to nominate. Then watch KCRG TV9 News at 6 on Tuesday for this week's nominees. Athlete of the Week is sponsored by Cedar Rapids Toyota. Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to
No, it's pretty loud. I can hear it.
Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2
I wish
rechargeable
I
hearing
could.
aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund. CW 9.3 features young and exciting programming. Take a look at what's on CW tonight.
I can.
Fenders and tempers.
The green flag is in the air, and they're playing bumper cars already.
Another car around the end turn number 3. 3 wide to the bottom. All the leaders in trouble. Trouble in turn number 1.
Chandler Smith had a very heated discussion.
Now we have a big stack up.
It is a short track Saturday as the Xfinity
Short track Saturday.
Martinsville Speedway, better known as the Paperclip, with a pair of rookies on the front row. Connor Zilic put down a fast lap yesterday, winning the pole. He's trying to defy
Yeah, boy.
the odds, though, because the pole sitter has failed to win in the last 24 Martinsville races with qualifying held. Crew Chief Marty Lindley told me he feels like they've got a good handling car that can drive through the rubber that was laid down, Dylan.
And Kim, quiet confidence is how crew chief Andrew Overstreet described his driver Carson Quaffle this weekend. Sounds dangerous for a kid who entertained all of us at preseason media day with his quick wit and humor, but he has reason to feel that way. This is the first time he's coming back to a track he's raced the car at previous. That first win, Carla, feels as close as ever. Let's keep the engines fired here at Martinsville, ready to go with the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Everybody chasing the paperclip and a grandfather clock. Martinsville Speedway, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome Director of Operations for the United States Marine Corps, Major General Jason L. Morris.
On behalf of Marines everywhere, drivers, start your engines!
Yeah, boy.
All right, it's time to go racing. 250 laps on deck for the Xfinity Series. Adam and Parker will welcome us back as they drop the green flag. The green flag at Martinsville Speedway. We'll be right back.
Don't miss your
chance to race for the million.
Finalists, are you ready?
The NASCAR Powerball Playoff is back. Enter now to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Cup Series Championship race at the Phoenix Raceway, where you could take home $1 million.
The winner is contestant number 2.
The race for the million is on.
It's amazing.
Powerball, the official lottery game of NASCAR, and home to the NASCAR Powerball Playoff.
Boast by Super Hydration Body Wash, the sweet scent of a honeymoon in Fiji.
Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
I'm a police detective and you're my consultant. You must be willing to walk away from anyone.
Nice to be pulling on their collar.
You're fun.
Dominated the last two NASCAR Xfinity Series Martinsville races.
And it's going to be Eric Almirola.
Today,
it is so much fun to come and drive these race cars.
It's up to Austin Hill, Justin Allgaier, and the rest of the field to keep Eric Almirola from his third straight Martinsville title.
I just needed to get from there to here first.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series, live today at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific, only on the CW.
All the other apostles except John laid down their lives for Jesus. They lived out the conviction that God placed in their lives. But it's not about right here. It's about what God has called us to. It's another kingdom. We have left our allegiance to Caesar and all the world around us. We have transferred that allegiance to Jesus Christ.
Be sure to watch the Midnight Cry broadcast every Sunday at 8 a.m.
In eastern Iowa, spring weather brings the threat of all sorts of severe weather. Tornadoes, floods, hail. Be prepared for it with KCRG TV9's First Alert Storm Ready. The most trusted team of local meteorologists leads the charge to keep you safe when severe weather strikes. From what to look for this year and the signs you can watch for to seek shelter. Watch KCRG TV9's First Alert Storm Ready, streaming now on KCRG Smart TV apps.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Martinsville Speedway in Southern Virginia. NASCAR's been racing here since the 1940s. Today marks the 44th time the Xfinity Series has competed on this half mile. CW Sports welcomes you in to the Marine Corps 250, celebrating 250 years of the United States Marine Corps.
So good to have you with us on this Saturday afternoon with Parker Klingerman. I'm Adam Alexander. Jamie McMurray back with us next week.
They knocked him out, just like they're going to do today.
That's right.
More time for us.
There's going to be full contact at this racetrack today. It's a theme when you come to the paperclip.
It absolutely is, because when you take these big, heavy NASCAR Xfinity stock cars, you condense them to a half-mile paperclip. Contact isn't a maybe, it is all but guaranteed. And it happens in a big way. We'll see it in the front of the field, we'll see it in the middle of the field, we'll see it in the back. It even leads to a bit of contact outside of the race car, Bill Adam. And it doesn't discriminate between teammates. You'll see teammates run into each other, which we've seen in years past. It is a full contact affair here, but it's fun for us to watch, and it puts on a heck of a show every time.
You and I are teammates. I promise there will be none
All right,
of this
thank you.
today. We will play nice, even when Jamie comes back next week. Let's talk about the other element today, the Dash for Cash. 4 drivers going for that $100,000.
Right, you got Justin Allgaier trying to make it $700,000 in career earnings in the Dash for Cash, which is insane. You've got Austin Hill, who's really fast. I think he has a great shot at it today. And Sam Bear and Sheldon Creed from Haas Factory team trying to get that big check from that team.
Qualifying happened here yesterday. Let's look at the starting lineup. Brought to you by the Marine Corps. It's an all-rookie front row for a second consecutive week. On the pole, 2 junior motorsports cars up front, and on the pole is going to be Connor Zillich in the 88.
A very impressive lap by him. We've also got 2 of our Dash for Cash drivers, and Austin Hill in 3rd and Justin Allgaier in 6th. And Allgaier's going for 3 straight wins. And on page 2, we've got Eric Allroll, who swept both races here last season, trying to make it 3 in a row for him. And Sam Bear and Sheldon Creed, the Haas Factory teammates, round out our Dash for Cash competitors, fighting for that $100,000 and a big amount of bragging rights.
I want to go back to 23rd in the starting order in qualifying yesterday, and that's going to be Jeremy Clements, who today makes his 400th consecutive start in the Xfinity Series. That's the most all time. There's less than 10 drivers that even have 400 starts in their career. And coming from the back, a story that we'll follow today, no doubt, is Jeff Burton, the driver that's off to a great start.
I'm finna smack at some tacos, and y'all get to watch me do it on stream.
He did make the qualifying run. He is in row 19. Let's hear now some stories from our pit reporters before we put the green flag in the air. We start with Kim Kuhn. Hey there, Kim.
Hey, well, Taylor Gregg starts in the 11th position, but in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, pit stall selection is based on the previous weekend's qualifying efforts, meaning Taylor Gregg last weekend's pole sitter picked what is typically the most desirable box on pit lane, pit stall 1. Now, Martinsville Pit Road is an absolute headache, and there are advantages to this pit stall. You have a clean out. You get to ride the wall all the way around till you get to your pit stall. But despite the advantages that pit stall 1 might have, if you look at the trends here at Martinsville, Dylan, you want to win this race. This might not be the box you want to be in.
That's right, Kim. For the last 5 Xfinity races here at Martinsville, the race winner has either come from pit stall 15 over there to the left or pit stall 13 over here to the right. Now, last fall, the race winner, Eric Almirola, was pitted in stall 15. That's Nick Sanchez today. But if you believe in the numerology trends, it's stall 13's chance to win today. That's Sheldon Creed, who, of course, has gone winless in 109 career Xfinity starts. 13
I want to see Sheldon Creed win one, but honestly, with Sheldon, I'm not be biased because I want Brandon Jones to win, obviously, because that's my boy. But I really want to see Sheldon Creed win a race. I really do.
Dropping to the rear at the start. Here's 2 radio.
But it should be a good race.
Didn't like something he heard yesterday in qualifying, so let's check it out. After they do that, obviously you're a bit of an infraction, so you got to go to the back to start.
Yeah, once you jack it up, you're not allowed to do that, so they'll have to start at the rear. But good for him to have that confidence to say to his team, hey, let's check this out. Let's make sure there's nothing bigger there. I spoke to his crew chief, Danny Stockman, this morning. He was very confident in their long-run pace of that 2 car. So I think it'll just be a better show for us watching them come from the back.
No doubt. And this track is such an interesting place. And so I'm happy to introduce that why we call it the paperclip. Back down
Because it's shaped like a paperclip.
I want to talk quickly, Adam, about Austin Hill, who qualified third. I think that's his best qualifying effort here at Martinsville. He was really excited. And going back to a conversation he and crew chief Chad Haney and I had at Phoenix, he said our short track program at RCR is where we need the most work. If we can figure out why we struggle running in the rubber, we think we can contend everywhere. We've heard a lot of drivers talk about being good in the rubber, so they feel like they've gotten that figured out today. Austin was really happy with his car in practice yesterday. They like their chances today starting third, Tim.
Well, Jeff Burton will start from the back after not qualifying. I talked with competition director for the team, Shane Whitbeck. They stayed here late yesterday, replaced everything electrical, including the ignition box. They ended up finding a short on one of the leads to the battery. They think that's what caused the issue, and there is no concern. They should be good for the race today. And Jeff told me when I talked to him right before he got in the car, he said, watch me pick through the field. Now, they will hope for a caution sometime during stage one, so hopefully the field will flip it and they can gain track position.
Kim, you bring up a great point. Strategy going to be a big part of the equation today and could open the door for Jesse Love or Jeff Burton, those drivers starting in the back, to maybe flip the stage, take advantage of an early caution, get out of balance on strategy, and establish the all-important track position.
100%. We'll see that all day. And it means taking some of the best cars and probably putting them in a ton of traffic at times. They're going to have to take care of those race cars. Another thing, these drivers have not been on the track since yesterday evening, basically 24 hours, and there's a ton of cup rubber down on this.
Make sure if y'all are popping yourself in here today, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Where else are you going to see a grown-ass man sitting here on the stream watching NASCAR eating tacos? Nowhere.
60 laps. Stage 2 is 60, and then we'll end it with a 130-lap run to the checkers.
Come join the craziness. Why not?
On an oval, he takes the inside lane to his right.
And we're green.
Teammate Carson Quapple. We're ready for some.
Oh, now we're green.
Trucks last night, and it just seems to be the best place, of course, to also play some defense when you're not leader, just protecting yourself.
Just all guys qualified up inside the top 10. One of our Dash for Cash drivers. Outside of the 25, Harrison Burton in that black and gray Ford. Best qualifier for the Ford camp yesterday.
It was an awesome qualifying run. He's really happy with that race car. And they actually started in practice a little bit off, but then got it really good towards the end, especially in qualifying. They continue this building of that momentum, that program. As we watch this battle for second, and it's Carson Quapple and Austin Hill. Carson Quapple on the outside. He wants to get down that bottom. You're going to start to see it almost form up down there in a train, but they've got a bit of a gap to Justin Allgaier, so they have some time to run side by side right now.
You know, when this race started and Zilich took the inside lane, I was a little surprised.
He's gone already.
Takes the inside lane. But with your teammate with you on the front row, I thought you say, I'll take the outside, you let me slide in, and we both have the preferred inside lane. It looks like after a few laps, Quapple's going to get there. The one is now in second.
You want to make him work for it a little bit. I hand it over.
He earned his money. The 8, another driver from Junior Motorsports, Sandy Smith, qualified in the top 10. He's riding 7th, and a great view here out the back. This is the Toyota onboard camera, William Sawash.
Oh, Lord. About to get full.
Close we get to that curve at this racetrack, you're going to fight for it each and every time. You want to get that left run as close as you can to wrap that curve at times, but you don't want to touch it. It's basically 8 to 10 inches tall, and it completely disrupts that race car.
Look at our bumper, highlighted in green. Those drivers going for the Dash for Cash. And you also look at Zilich, who turned the hot lap early. He's got the purple stopwatch. That represents our Xfinity fastest lap. Of course, that change throughout the day we would anticipate, but if you get the fastest lap of the day, that's worth a bonus point at the end of the afternoon.
Welcome in, guys. We're watching the Xfinity race and eating tacos. If y'all are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button.
Later in the race, maybe as we get towards the evening time, the sun starts to set, it cools down a little bit. He thought he'd be better, but showing some early speed right now.
You know, Mayer's been feast or famine at this racetrack recently. Had a second place here in his last 5 starts, but also has had some DNFs. This year he's calmed down with the DNFs. Very consistent at the front. Second in practice yesterday, but so far Mayer's on the move. And we're riding on board with Daniel Dye, who's just outside of the 19 of Eric Almirola. Almirola's picked up a couple of spots early. Ty has dropped outside the top 10.
You see as he gets by him, he slots right into the bottom. You do that all day long. You quit for yourself, trying to get that slotted into the bottom and protect and play a little bit defense, trying just to stop
That
the
was good.
bleeding at times when you get shoved the outside. You look at Nick Sanchez right there on the outside. That's going to allow Ryan's pitcher one.
It's just like a conveyor belt. If you get shoved on the outside, here they come funneling through. And sometimes you've got to get aggressive to get back in line. And right now, Sanchez hanging tough in that outside lane as Creed tries to work his way up from 17th.
And it's such a fine balance when you're in that outside lane. As you see him now quickly slotted behind Sheldon. You want to sort of run as close on the door to the inside lane as you can, but you also put yourself in an immense amount of risk that their exhaust could touch a tire and cut it down, that they could get into you. So you're trying to balance that risk versus reward and where you feel like you might get the momentum. And then sometimes it's just best to back it up, let that car through and slot in behind like Nick Sanchez did.
I'm happy as we go on board with William Sawalich, the Sound Gear onboard camera, because the last couple of weeks have been a struggle. Wrecked early at Las Vegas, really never had the opportunity to get going there. And then last week, absolutely fought that car all day long. He has experience here in the Xfinity Series. Came here last fall, has raced a truck here. We're seeing that experience show out as he's working over one of the best right here. Sammy Smith has been awesome at Martinsville.
It really is, and it shows to me as we go in this onboard and just listening there. He has great drive off in that car, and that was the trend in practice. With this rubber laying down, you're already starting to see.
I like that Sound Gear car.
Flat down in the concrete corners, and that's going to continue to lay down and cake up and get greasy. And all you're looking for is the ability to put that throttle down. And we saw so many cars sideways in practice, struggling to do that, and his car looked really good right there.
Garrett Smedley driving the 14. This is an awesome perspective. We talk so much about brakes at this place. This shows you what it's all about.
It's glowing bright there, as you saw. Basically, that's just the... I think we lost the camera from that heat. That's quickly. That shows you how hot it is down in there. So those brakes up over 1,000 degrees and just baking as you run around this track. And when you run in traffic, it gets even hotter. So you try to manage that at times. It's amazing what these race cars go through in terms of heat at this racetrack. The immense amount of braking force.
Can y'all hear it pretty good? The ones who were in here?
Feeling good early, racing up to the
shoot me a thumbs up in the chat. Let me know the audio is good.
You see that a lot at Martinsville, no doubt.
He did have a little bit of marks there, and I think that might have been from maybe he and Quapo were side by side earlier in the race. With those first couple laps, just doored each other a little bit. I can all but assure you that will not be the last marks and the only marks in the 21 car by the end of this race.
Connor Zilic continues to lead. He's led them all so far from the pole. Coming out of the first turn into the straightaway was key for Zilic to get ahead of the curve and take the lead here at Martinsville.
Don't let a curve down there slow you down. Learn about treating Peyronie's disease at GetSomebodyForPD.com. Don't miss your chance to race for the millions.
Hey everybody, my name is Sam.
Shut up, Sam. I'm not talking to you.
Enter now to win a VIP trip to the National Cup Series Championship in Spain.
I'm watching the race. I'm live streaming. They got us side by side, but you can't hear nothing, so I got it muted. Appreciate you, Peanut. Thank you. Amarillo's going over Sawalich. Not Swallow, Sammy Smith for 9th. It's Connor Zillage is 1.91 seconds in front of Carson Kvapil. Carson Kvapil is knocking that lead down though. He is coming. Oh God, this is a familiar sight. The 41 battling the 17 last week when the 41 pretty much damn near dumped Larson. Interesting battle between these two. But it's Connor Day or Corey Day or some Day. His last name's Day. We are still side by side, so whenever the race comes back on, I will go back to it, but I'll try and tell y'all what's going on. Carson Kvapil has knocked that lead down to 1.55. 1.5 seconds, pretty much. Under a half. Now, it was at 2 seconds.
Halfway point stage one for the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Martinsville. You're watching the Marine Corps 250 on CW. Connor Zillage from the pole has been impressive and already working through a bunch of lap traffic. And behind him, teammates racing for position. Almirola good early, getting up to 8th as he goes by the rookie William Sawalich.
In our pre-race interview, he was not happy with that race car.
I think he lied to us.
You know what I said is I don't care what he says there. I know he'll be fast, especially as we get into longer runs. It's just what he does so well here. He did it so well in Cup, and it showed up last year in the Xfinity Series. It's showing up right now. He's driving to the field.
I mean, Joe Gibbs Racing has been great since we started coming back to Martinsville in 2020. They won 6 of the 9, and we did the little highlight reel there, the 18 and 19, Sawalich and Almirola. But look at Brandon Jones. He's won at this track under the Joe Gibbs Racing umbrella. Qualified outside the top 5, but here he is 3rd, and he is all over that one of Carson Kvapil right now.
We found him, and he's looking really good in the last portion of the corner right now, able to get that power down. It seems like he might be looking to turn under that one a couple times as they're trying to work their way through traffic, but it's good to see Brandon Jones finding their footing again. The first 3 races this year was a tough start, but the last 3 an average finish of 5.3, really turning things around. And after a tough 2 years, Adam, really, for Brandon Jones, we've been looking for him. I think we're starting to see him finally.
You got to take advantage of the tracks where you run well. He's been great at Martinsville, also at Darlington, and he's trying to get second here away from Kvapil. This is a great bag. I beg your pardon. That's not Kvapil. He's having a hard time with Garrett Smithley. He gets around the lap.
You got excited.
I was really excited for the 20. Let's get a report from Kim on Brandon Jones.
And you guys have kind of alluded to it. Brandon absolutely loves this place. And crew chief Sam McCauley told me you can really tell in his energy, the energy he brings to the track, his approach to the weekend. And Sam pointed out that driver confidence is really half the battle. And Brandon absolutely has it here. They're looking for their 4th straight consecutive top 10.
Shane, have always been a Brandon Jones fan forever. But Zillage came in and then put a hankering in it. So between them two, I mean, I think I prefer Brandon Jones. But either Jones or Connor Zillage.
Success under his belt. Already a winner this year and leading at Martinsville.
Why are we going to commercial again? We just come off of it. We just come off a commercial. I don't get why we're going back to commercial. About to get as bad as Fox. About to get as bad as Fox with these commercials. Whoa, this thing gonna... Oh, shit. Is that Harrison Burton 25? It is. Hey, he's an 8th. Huh. William Sawalich is trying to get around the 25 of Harrison Burton at the moment. Hey. Hey, gang, what's up? Bro, I just said the same thing.
Series is brought to you by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes.
I'm like, why are we having, I guess, turning into Fox with all these damn commercials?
And by Toyota. Let's go places. 16 laps to go. Stage 1, NASCAR Xfinity Series racing at Martinsville. Connor Zilic has been outstanding. He's already lapped his way up to 28th. Next car you'll see 27th place running Ryan Ellis. Among those he's put a lap down, Jeremy Clements, Jeff Burton, who had to start in the back. Jesse Love started in the back, has worked his way up to 23rd right now. He's hanging strong as far as a lead lap position at the end of this opening stage. But look at this. I mean, if you go from Harrison Burton in 8th on back, we have got a dogfight for stage points to end this thing.
And this has been the real action on the racetrack here. The last couple of laps, you had William Sawalich there in that.
I'm just glad they didn't put Joey Logano in the booth so I can hear his wheezy ass nose all race.
He'd gotten by Sammy Smith here. He gives him a little bump.
Short track racing.
Harrison actually found some speed in the outside groove, but then he wasn't able to get it done. This is Corey Day and Sammy Smith having a little bit of run into each other. That's a disagreement on who got to that part of the corner first.
I mean, Corey
that
Day
happens.
I mean, he ran the truck race last night, but limited experience. First ever Xfinity start, so he hasn't done anything ever when it comes to this. He's done a qualified 8, dropped back to 12.
We're riding on board with side by side with Christian Eckes, and to your point, all of these drivers are getting a great education.
Coming to 10 to go in the stage.
In terms of when you get in these traffic like this, you gotta, if you have positive momentum and forward momentum, you gotta use it quickly.
10 to go in stage 1.
Would have been in any part of this, but he got swallowed back up by not getting by him, and now he's going to lose 3 or 4 positions, stuck in the bottom. Oh, right into the door of Eckes. And they're all running that outside groove, which seems to be coming in as we see this rubber just laying down on the track.
Going to be 10 to go in stage 1. And while there's been a lot of contact so far, things have been fairly clean on track. And now we focus on the battle for 3rd. Justin Allgaier doing what he does here, just slowly, methodically working his way to the front. He didn't qualify bad. He qualified 6th. But
Where the hell did Allgaier come from?
And if he's this good now, I start thinking about as the track changes and how they will adjust.
Where in the hell did Allgaier come from?
He's going to be someone that we really have to keep our eye on.
and look how he just wrapped that curb and got to the bumper of Brandon Jones. That's the mark of an impressive race car. This late in the run, when the track is slick and greasy, so we go back on board the 18 here as he works through traffic. Another moment for him. Bumper, let's see on that. That's a pretty heavy shot. When you get shoved out of the concrete, and a little bit of actual wheel hop there as well. So he might have just overcooked the entry.
Holy shit.
We'll see.
8 to go in stage 1.
Getting those brakes, but you're losing the tire, you're losing the grip level, and you're going to start trying to have to back up those brake zones a little bit.
Look at our bumper. Dash for Cash drivers highlighted in green. Austin Hill, the best qualifier of the bunch, is falling back behind. Austin Hill is falling back to 7th. Justin Allgaier up there in the 4th position.
We just went on board there with William Swallich, and that moment he had with Eckes in the 3, we heard a little bit of wheel hop and that bouncing. Corey Day there got a bit of a shot, I believe, from Sammy Smith in the braking zone. Then he gets the rear very light. He starts hopping the rears. He couldn't get it slowed down and gets forced up into Harrison Burton, who's sort of an innocent bystander.
They were racing for 8th.
I don't know if it's just my
part-time, first career starting out racing
computer making it like I'm buffering,
who finds himself
or I'm
in
actually
a playoff position
buffering
right now. And I know we have a long way to go, but stage points are so big for a team like that. You fall out of a position to get stage points. You got damage. You lose the track position. Definitely not happy.
No, not at all. But you know what? It's never over here unless that thing is terminal. And I'm looking at some of the damage. As long as the steering maybe is particularly straight, I definitely think he can fight back tonight.
We'll step aside. Your race leader, Connor Zillett. She's led them all so far.
Caution with 5 to go. Oof. Yeah, I might need to just refresh it. I might be behind just a tad bit. Hey, DJ. I mean, I could call you by your old gamer tag. Get out of me. Fucky sucky. Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Oh no, Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Bum, 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 bum. I'm streaming now. I'm slowly turning into a drunk DJ. I'm slowly turning into a NASCAR live reaction channel.
That will end our opening stage. Not going to be able to get it turned around and restart this thing. How about this Connor Zillett, who's won twice in his career from the pole, has led 4 laps today than he had ever led in a race in his career. Now part of that is the fact that we're a short track and you knock them out pretty quick here. But a very, very impressive
hey, yo.
for this rookie who continues to get it done at all different types of places. And this will be his first oval stage victory. And think about Chevrolet. 13 stages this year. Now as we complete stage 1 in our 7th race, Chevy has won 11 of the 13 stages.
really been on it, and I think a lot of that has been Junior Motorsports has been really good. But here we look back at what happened here. Brought out the caution. See Corey Gay in the blue and white car. There he pulls behind. Here's Berkman gets that shot from Sam shot. And
Now I feel bad because I talked him into the wall.
These race cars here is that you basically brake at the maximum pace you can, and any shot like that is going to hurt you as we're on pit road. Progressive pit road is open, Dylan.
All right, pit stops. I like that freaking one paint scheme, bro. It's so pretty. 88 in. 4 tires and fuel for both the 1 and the 88.
Marty Lindley, the crew chief, has preached clean stops and no mistakes on pit road. As we see,
Brandon Jones, 4 tires and fuel.
Toyota, he can't roll through the rubber. They did make an error.
No, he took 2. Let's go first off pit road, baby. Hell yeah.
Coming up, we've got stage 2 from Martinsville Speedway.
Brandon Jones. Oh. Exit all these extra tabs out. What the hell did I miss? I remember. Bro, I remember the first like 3 or 4 people in this Discord was me, Aunt Rainey, and like one other person. Chat, I can't wait till I get my PC, bro, because when I get my PC, y'all will be able to hear the guys in Discord and the party, so that's going to be sick. But everybody's also telling me to go to Twitch for my NASCAR streams. Probably not. But they're also a little less strict on Twitch, because I could actually show the race. Just something to think about. I thought that was normal.
Collision Center, we ask everyone to drive with safety in mind. Don't text and drive. Don't take your eyes off the road. But we know some accidents are unavoidable and lives will lead them. From electric cars, quality is our and our skilled technicians will work hard to keep you back on the road. When accidents happen, Wall Collision Center on Highway 151 in Fairfax has you covered and remind you to
But we are
All right,
hearing
we're back.
teammates from other JRM teams had similar tire issues.
Interesting, Kim. Yeah, I think that's something we'll see hopefully get better here.
All right, boy. Let's go win the stage right quick.
Brandon Jones wins the race off pit road. Allgaier
Green flag, 7 to go on the stage.
Restarts in the third position. Here we go, stage 2. 29 cars on the lead lap here. A few took the wave around, including Jeb Burton, who had lost a lap. Blaine Perkins got the free pass. Brandon Jones gets away, and here comes the 88, that inside lane for second.
It's got to feel good for Brandon Jones.
Oh, I don't like this because they're my two drivers, and I don't like this.
Basically, so he's seeing the front get that clean air. We got 3 wide back here, Almirola on the inside of Quapple. They all get through it.
Almirola was 6th on the restart. As you said, dived to the inside of Carson Quapple. The 8 is there, Sammy Smith. Top 10 throughout the day has been dominated by Junior Motorsports and Joe Gibbs Racing. At one point in that opening stage, they owned 8 of the top 10 positions. And they got the fresh tires, you get the clean air, the track position is important. Fastest lap of the day now goes to Brandon Jones, who leads. And if you look at our bumper, you see the purple stopwatch next to his name.
Did we end stage 1 under yellow?
Highlighted in green, Allgaier leading in the chase for the Dash for Cash.
This is such an important time at every part of the Martinsville races. After all those fights, he gets into the Christian Eckes there.
I was confused.
Daniel's eyes look on the inside. That's going to be...
Oh!
He's able to get position, and Christian Eckes loses a ton of spots out there. That's so frustrating. But what I was going to say is this is such an important time. As he's going to choose to be 3 wide once again. You're trying to slot back down. Is that you want to get aggressive here. You can make up a lot of positions, but you can also hurt your race car, get overly damaged if there's an accordion effect, so you got to be smart.
This is all right around the 10th position. So a lot on the line here. You don't want to get back in the beehive at Martinsville. And when you get shoved out, you run the risk of losing so many positions because it's so tight.
It really is, and for Christian Eckes there, it's just unfortunate how he got hit in the left rear, tire to tire. That forced the car completely out, so he couldn't get the power down. And when Guy was able to get his nose to being 3 wide, being the third.
Wait, who left the Discord?
Just no grip out there. We saw how much rubber laid down. That also gets pushed to the outside.
What?
And debris. Even though they cleaned the racetrack there under the caution, it's still just not the same level of grip you have in the bottom 2 groups.
Nick Sanchez, 48, trying to make a move, and those Haas factory cars circling their way to the front. Sheldon Creed, who spent most of the opening stage outside the top 15, is 12. Sam Mayer, who had fallen outside the top 20, has worked his way back into the top 15.
Yeah, he had a pretty fast start. It seemed like on the short run was good, but then sort of fell off towards the end as Zilich has gotten to the bump here of Brandon Jones, and we got 3 wide once again. And Eckes involved.
Eckes trying to work his way back, driving to the inside of the 48. Nick Sanchez and Mayer said, you two mess around there and down there.
Scaring me. I'm feeling good. What do you mean dash? Oh shit. Hell yeah. Ain't too bad. The dash? Holy shit. Brandon Jones is fighting, bro. Connors Village is on his ass. Oh, we got a car around. Oh, shit. Poor Gat Smithy. Oh, shit. Zillage got a piece of that. Oh, and then Brandon Jones smacked him. No, he smacked Brandon Jones. Yeah, they tried to slow up. Nah, man. I told you I didn't like these two fucks running 1-2. Ugh. One second, chat. Yeah. No. Because I'm upset now.
The Whelen caution lights are on. Whelen, the official warning lights of NASCAR, and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. Second caution of the day, and it's going to bring our race leader down pit road. The spin happened right in front of Brandon Jones. Here he is, Kim.
Yeah, and it's actually for damage fixing. You're going to see that the left rear flare out just a little bit. The team's going to go to work on that. Make sure there's no tire issue. Make sure that tire actually has clearance. Tough break for a guy who is in the lead and was hoping for a really good day at a track that he loves.
So unfortunate. I don't know if they cursed him or what. Just talking so highly about him and not see the damage in the right front there.
Oh, Lordy. Lordy. Damn, man.
It looked like it popped out pretty well in the rear in terms of the damage for Brandon Jones. For Zillage, the thing that does is it just takes away the integrity of that front end, the right front. You've got to be a little bit more careful as we go through this race.
You know, Garrett Smithley needed a caution because he had taken the wave around when the caution came out at the end of stage one. He didn't want to be the caution, but because the yellow comes out, it does benefit some of those drivers that had done the wave around. Among them, Jeff Burton, who started in the rear. Also, Jeremy Clements had taken the wave around. Free pass here goes to the 99 of Matt DiBenedetto.
Matty D.
New leader, Connor Zillage. Let's get some 88 radio.
Sorry. I was literally connected to him when he hit the brakes, and I just couldn't do anything. It's like the headlight has pushed in, but it's not like back to the tire. It's just pushed into my seat flat.
And so after he sustained that damage,
don't clip that.
That
was very provocative. I just licked the shit out of that spoon.
It felt okay, so Marty elected to keep him out. You see Marty Lindley there on the left side of the screen. He did remind his driver, though, that's it, though. You cannot use the right front to bump anyone after that.
Right, Kim, and that's a great point. It's just you remove that integrity of the front end, so you kind of use your mulligan in terms of using the bumper here. And right now you see the 14 spun one more time, and now you're just going to see the 88 just gets right into the back of the 20. And like he said, he was basically at his bumper for the last couple of laps. He was bumping Brandon Jones in the center of the corner and really was getting close to making that pass. There was no way he could have reacted because he couldn't see that car was spun out.
I know lap traffic is a thing here, and sometimes you need to move a lap car to get around, but as long as you're leading, I mean, you don't have to worry about moving anybody out of the way, right?
You're safe nowhere at Martinsville.
Zillage leading Taylor Gray, Allgaier, Almirola, Sammy Smith, the top five. Next Saturday, it's the premiere of Grand Slam Track from Kingston, Jamaica. The top names in the game collide in a high-stakes battle with over $12 million on the line. Catch the biggest stars and the fiercest rivalries all on one track. This is where legends are made. Grand Slam Track from Kingston, Jamaica. It's next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on the CW. Looking at the rest of the top 10, Austin Hill been somewhat quiet after qualifying in the top 5. He's 7th. Ryan Sneak's having a good day. You know, this has not been one of his better tracks when you look at the stat line, but he He's in the top 10. William Swan just kind of been a yo-yo, but the rookie. We're all set for the restart. Now NASCAR are trying to sort some things out, so they will add a lap before we go green. Let's get a report on Taylor Gray. Having a great afternoon so far, Kim.
Yeah, Toyota driver update, currently in the 3rd position, and that was the goal. Crew chief Jason Ratcliffe told me the goal is to get in the top 5 and stay in the top 5, and that's because this is a
Jason, I'm gonna have to go look at that. I'm curious now.
We talked about Jason Ratcliffe in the NASCAR Xfinity Series with 57. He also spent
Silich and Allgaier. Green again as we're midway through stage 2.
Led early on the race, got out to a big lead, then had to try and work his way around Brandon Jones, and now racing side by side with a veteran like Justin Allgaier, who's making that outside work. That can last for a couple laps, but eventually he's going to want to get back down.
Got to look for the right time, but right now he's not thinking about getting down behind his teammate. He wants to go around, and meanwhile, Taylor Gray putting on pressure. Sammy Smith is there. Eric Almirola, Austin Hill.
Justin clears him. He's going to take the lead from the outside. That's an impressive move.
He just sailed it in there and is able to pull it down. Allgaier into the lead, and back behind these drivers just outside the top 10. Look at this, 3 wide in the corner.
Ah, boy, Christian Eckes once again in that 3rd group getting the left side beat up. Gets forced out once again, lose a ton of positions. He keeps finding himself out there.
Dean Thompson, 26.
Muffins!
Driver who's been strong lately. Pretty good so far this weekend at Martinsville. 42 is Eric Almirola. He was great here last fall. Brendan Poole in the 44 having a good season and has been impressive here at Martinsville as well.
Yeah, Anthony Alfredo is someone always to watch to get an outsized result out of some equipment that sometimes doesn't have the pace. He just finds a way to grind out these races, especially at Martinsville. On the long run, is
Oh, that's
really
thunder,
good
guys.
at making those tires last.
This is a national cash race, and he won the money last year driving for our motorsports teammates. Running for the cash today, the 00 is Sheldon Creed. You got the 41 of Sam Mayer, and they had contact.
Sam Mayer is turning into the Xfinity Series Carson Hocevar.
You have to evaluate that, and Zilich gets back by Justin Allgaier to retake the lead.
So impressed with the 8-8 of Connor Zilich, because you said it. You dominate the opening stage, but then you lose the
I said, Sam Mayer's turn. Whoa! Sam Mayer's turning into the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series version of Carson Hocevar.
Not surprised we saw a spin though, with the gaggle of cars we had.
The fucking gaggle. What is a gaggle? He said the gaggle of cars. Wow.
The Wheeling caution lights are on at Martinsville.
Oh, Lord. Bibberty, Liberty, Bibberty. Bibberty. It's it's a new day. Did y'all know hookah started making nicotine vapes? They're just tall as shit, too. They're on pit road. Who's gonna stay out? Who's not gonna go down? Place with the helpful hardware, folks. Oh, Lord. I was tired. reminder, we have a big weekend coming up on April 20th. April 19th and 20th will be live for WrestleMania. So, we'll be live probably at Damon's.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. And by the United States Marine Corps. Join us in celebrating 250 years of the feud. Sam Hart was Mr. Martinsville in the early 80s, 1982, 83, won here 5 times. He's the all-time wins leader from one 00 to another. Caution comes out here just over 20 to go in the stage, and we've had our first really big strategy play. Sheldon Creed among those that elected to come down and get service here, which means when you end this stage and everybody else comes, this group will stay out.
Yeah, it's sort of a split decision. We do that just because when they hit it here, when the caution was out, you can't really make it to the end of stage 3. So we look at another look back at the Sheldon Creed, Sam Mayer, and Nick Sanchez, who get off the corner 3 wide, get into each other, and the two teammates get together. Sam Mayer got the worst of that, having to try and work on that left front and get the clearance for the left front tire.
Mentioned the drivers that pitted, a few of them anyway. Allgaier wins the race off pit road. 17 drivers stay out. So that group that came down the pit lane is going to restart outside the top 15. Ryan Sieg did get a penalty in that cycle, so he's going to have even more track position to make up. And the 41 was speeding. Not sure how significant that is. They were doing the damage repair. They didn't have much in the way of track position anyway. On those older tires up front, 88 is Connor Zillage, 21 is Austin Hill.
Another good restart by Zillage there on the bottom. Seems to have cleared the 21 of Austin Hill. Didn't have the same situation where Justin Allgaier was able to get to the outside of this time, and now he's setting sail in the lead.
Already down to 19 laps to go in our second stage.
Still out there, door. Still out.
And for some of these cars here that elected not to pit on some older tires, exactly what has happened is what they wanted to happen. Oh, shit, Alfredo, Josh Williams door each other down the backstretch. And that is to get single file and start just start managing your laps, trying to get to the end of the stage and hold on to these stage points, knowing you have all those cars that pitted, they're on new tires, and they'll be flipping the stage, but you just don't want to get side by side and have too much racing and lose the track position advantage.
And the strategy has also changed the game when you talk about Dash for Cash. Austin Hill is fourth, going in the wrong direction here, gets trapped in an outside lane. Rookie's taking advantage. Daniel Dye goes behind the 10. On board here with William Sawalich making a move.
And now we look back at some of those cars led by Justin Allgaier trying to make their way back to the field. You got to be really smart and disciplined when you're doing this. You know you're going to get a lot of this track position back. You just want to be the leader of those cars doing that strategy, which Justin Allgaier is doing right here. You want to make your way through the field, but you got to do it smart. No reason to damage that race car.
The temptation would be just go slow and easy. But unfortunately, everybody else is going to attack and establish that track position once the stage is over, so you got to do what it takes to maintain.
And here we see Eric Almirola on the bottom. Harrison Burton up there. Jeremy Clements sideways on the exit 4. More contact.
This is our Celsius onboard camera. What a day for Jeb Burton. You start in the back after the electrical issues yesterday. Lose a lap. Take a wave around. Get the caution you need. And now he's riding just outside the top 15.
Freaking 3 wide at this track. And you are not supposed to be 3 wide at this track
I talked to him
at all.
this morning, just asked about what was happening there.
I'm glad they didn't have drink in it.
something they think they fixed by basically changing everything inside that race car electrically. But he felt like he had a good race car that could compete in the top 10 if we could get some long runs. So he's really hoping for a long run in stage 3.
Reminder, all these drivers
they're 3 wide
have to
again.
make a pit stop at the end of the stage, but they are doing a good job right now of finding their way into a stage point position. Saw drivers racing for a spot there. 8 is Sammy Smith, the 2 is Jesse Love. He had to come from the back, did Love, but he employed that strategy of pit to flip the stage, and as it stands right now...
Absolutely, but he's been in that outside lane. Just needs to be smart here. Justin Allgaier trying to get to the inside of Jeff Burton. You just don't want to put yourself in a bad position at this time. You're trying to be, like we talked about, Arnold might get into the stage points as he's just gotten to 10th. But if you're sitting in Jesse Love's position, you're just trying to put yourself in a net gain of restarting higher than you were. And if he's able to stay around this area, he would do that restarting close to the top 5.
And you can see it here. You talk about Almirola. He's the best of those drivers that pitted 14 laps ago, has now worked his way up to the 9th position. Allgaier had that spot, won the race off pit road, 3 wide here. This typically does not end well. 00 is Creed, 2 Jesse Love. Outside of them was the 25 of Harrison Burton.
He's loose. He is so loose. My God.
He sort of backed off, didn't try to hold that third lane and slot in behind, trying to just lose the least amount of time as possible.
7 to go in stage 2.
Now 7 laps to go in the stage.
Yeah.
Burton on those older tires, trapped in that outside lane. Burton's not on real old tires. He pitted at lap 83 the last time he came down pit road.
Williams Walsh really moving forward. He's been really good on the bottom and getting up off the bottom of the racetrack there. The bottom groove, and just has great drive off. We saw this earlier in the first stage. We're seeing it again here late in stage 2.
Yeah, Anthony Alfredo had made a pit stop. He was running in the 7th position. He had stayed out on that last cycle, but they felt like there's an issue there. Look at Josh Williams in the 6th position. He's not going to stay there long. He's going to lose the track position when they have to make a pit stop at the end of the stage, but he's having another good day, finding his way to the front. Stage points would be good for them. 5 to go, stage 2.
Just good to see him back in a race car all weekend long after battling that pneumonia and having to be out of the race car. And then last week, not practice qualifying, but getting the race and having a good run there. He's in a good position in the points, and now this is definitely going to help him to stay there in the top 10 at the end of the stage.
Allgaier on those.
Yesterday in the truck race, it wasn't real clear what the value of tires were. It was a bit of a discussion, but for the Xfinity cars with this heat today that we've seen and the way the rubber's laying down, tires definitely matter. We're seeing that with what Arnold and Allgaier are able to do here driving to the field.
2 to go for Zilich. 31 Blaine Perkins slides up the racetrack, opens the door for Allgaier to come through.
2 to go.
This is a really frustrating position to be in for Austin Hill as you start to really fall back in the line.
I was a little delayed on the 2 to go, by the way.
Try and get some stage points, get a good finish in the stage, and now you're not even going to get that if you don't
White
even
flag in
stage 2. The cars that all have better grip.
Almirola trying to pick off another one. He'll be the man in charge as long as they do stay out at the end of the stage. Final lap, stage 2. Connor Zilich started on the pole. Dominant stage 1.
Connor Zilich is going to win stage 2.
So good. Stage 2 delivers again for the 88, the rookie with a sweep in the first 2 stages here at Martinsville. Right behind him is rookie teammate Kwapel Sawalish up there. Dye, Sanchez. How about the top 5 in the stage? All Rookie of the Year contenders.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing.
Don't quit your day job, King.
At Home Collision Center, we ask everyone to drive with safety in mind. Don't text and drive,
we know some accidents are unavoidable, and that's where we come in.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
When accidents happen, wall collision
Liberty, liberty. Liberty, 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 liberty. Yeah. What's up? Can you hear me? No, I'm on stream. No. I'm on. I like my YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep it that way. I'm live. I can't do that right now. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. They can't hear y'all. I could turn my chat on my TV to where they could, but I'm not going to. No. If I was on Twitch, it wouldn't be so bad, but I'm knocking on the door 500 subs, and I'm not doing it. My Fallout is almost done, but I did have to stop it to when I went live. Jesus Christ. This is why I don't have y'all on stream. You have to bring Hank to the Airbnb. We have to meet the Hankster. Pit stops at the end of stage 2. Connor's Village is in 2. Williams Sawalich is in. Carson Quapple's in. It's going to be 4 tires on all of them for the most part. Daniel Dye's in, Kyle Seeds is in, Ryan Sieg's in. Thanks for the people who did like the stream. I appreciate y'all.
And this is his story.
I'm on the outside. I'm looking in. I can see. They accidentally cut the camera. CW accidentally cut the camera to them before they went live. And the producers were brushing her hair and shit. She was reading the script. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, but dude, the bots are upwards of 600. You forget I've been catching up for years. Nah, bro, 450
Bazaar, I just sent you an invite to my YouTube Discord.
He is really. He's just a black hole. I'll play you for another 2 hours. Why don't you get your ass on Fallout? Where's Lava at? Wait to get his ass on Fallout. What are we gonna do on Fallout?
Fallout. Amarillo takes the inside. Justin Allgaier takes outside with Sammy Smith and who's that 54? Tanner Gray behind him. At the end of this thing. Is the prophecy of the pit road stall true? Is Martinsville? We are about to find out. We are going green in stage 3. Bro, Biscuit, I want to try commentating. That too.
Joe gives racing 1-2. 54 Taylor Gray gets through to the second position. Into the top 10, 91 of Maya Snyder. You're going to start seeing some different names because guys are playing the.
No, I want to get in with the camo and I want to commentate with him one day.
Outside the top 15, but here's the 00, and remember, he is dash for cash eligible.
He is. He's fighting just long. I remember was able to take the lead earlier on the outside. He's been really strong up there, but that's the result of that checkup we saw for Connor Zillich. Has that hood basically caved in as Taylor Gray's looking the inside of Eric Almirola.
It's hard to be quiet and get it done at Martinsville. Taylor Gray has done just that. Last week at Miami, he wins a pole for the first time in his career, trying to win a race for the first time here today. Takes the lead. 8 is Sammy Smith, 7 is Justin Allgaier.
Now it's big for Justin to get slotted down there in front of Sammy
Connor
Smith.
Zillich back in the tank collapse, so I don't know where.
So maybe a little issue. It's all it takes. I believe Zillich got the back. Dean Thompson there in front of him, and it actually buckled that hood.
Connor Zillich running 13th. Your winner, Justin Allgaier, is in 4. Sammy Smith is.
Next race car. Oh, there Carson Quapple gets super. How he was able to hang on to that. Osceola in the back.
Connor Zillich's car is all messed up.
Zillich now gets crossed up with Zillich on the inside. Now they're
There's a caution. Caution is out.
Beating and banging, and we get a caution.
Seems like he was a little upset there of Nunziata as well, so we'll try and find out exactly what went down here.
And Nunziata.
Harrison was in a tough spot. Remember, he had that
looks like a damn Dollar Tree car.
10 in stage 1 where Corey Day got into him and jumped in the wall. They actually lost a set of tires to that, so he's been on an older set. He got spun by Nunziata here through turn 2, and then Nunziata gets in the front of him and actually
It's the free pass, running 31st. He'll get back on the game. 31 cars on the lead lap. We're into the final stage. Just over 100 laps to go.
All right, well, it's caution time, so we're gonna turn it down a little bit. There's 109 laps to go. You add dryness. Hold on, SpongeBob did the dome first. That dome was there. Okay. I'm ready to go back to Universal. Can you make biscuit though? They are just ripping the shit out of that Harrison Burton car in the front of it. Breeze drifted on by. You know how I feel. Chad, I think it's time for me to find new friends. I'm going to tell y'all this. And hope I don't get canceled when I say this. I'm going to try and PG what he just said. Alright? I'm going to simply try and no, you've ended it. You've ended it. He said, do you think that nurses have ever fiddled with the old uns? But instead of fiddled, he said another word that rhymes with fiddle.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by the United States Marine Corps. Join us in celebrating 250 years of the feud. Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express Card. And by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Look there at the drivers in the field who have found their way to victory lane, grabbed that grandfather clock here in Martinsville. Taylor Gray trying to do it today.
Congratulate him, but he also said he remembers it being rather clean compared to most races there recently. There were only 10 cautions that race, which sounds like a lot, but it's actually tied for the fewest we've seen in Martinsville in recent history. He, of course, was a part of the last caution that we saw with Harrison Burton. So let's take a listen to his radio right now.
You know it's hard out here in the heat if you're trying to build a fire with a stick.
This is Martinsville.
Frustration. That's the name of the game for sure. It's just tight quarters, a lot of different things happening in terms of cars on different strategies, different tires there, especially towards the back, trying to make up time.
The last Martinsville, the last 5 Martinsville winners have came from pit stall 13.
In the outside lane, just outside of his teammate Sammy Smith, the racing back there for the 4th position.
I'm pulling for you, old Shield.
Had that contact when Garrett Smithley went around. He's back in the game. Look at Creed trying to power down, not quite there into the corner.
He's done a really good job reminiscent of what Justin Allgaier did earlier, but you got to get it done early. As you run longer, it's going to get tougher and tougher to make that outside work.
But you know, if you can get out front, take the lead here, you control the race with 100 laps to go. Everyone's got a set of tires left. You're going to pit one more time. If you can be at the front of the train when that happens, you could win this race. Creed will not go away.
Not giving up, fighting for everything he's got out there on the outside and doing a great job of doing it. It's starting to really park both of them in the center of the corner. And that's has Eric Almirola wondering which way to go here as he looks at both of them side by side.
Everyone at home feels the pain of Eric Almirola. You're driving down the interstate, guys in the left lane won't go as fast as you would like. You want to make up some time. You just don't have it.
Really smart by Eric. One of the things August runs on this one, he was so good.
11th when this happened. 11th when this happened. 11th when this happened.
Right, so here you see Sam Mayer in that 41 green and white car, and there's Carson Qual. The inside is Sam Trout trying to come back down, and it actually shoves him into the inside barrier there. A hard shot into the inside wall there.
Sam Mayer doing Sam Mayer things this year.
Get by both of them. We know the damage for the 88, but he's now back up there to 9th. So our pole sitter, who won the first 2 stages, continues to have a solid afternoon despite some of the challenges and tough positions he's been put in.
Well, he's hit a lot of things.
He has.
And I hate that for Carson Quapple, who had so much speed in practice, qualifies in the front row, coming to a place that he's been so successful in late models, had a great run last year here in getting the top 5. I knew he had a ton of confidence, and he's definitely had the speed, but obviously this wreck is going to hurt Dylan.
And Carson came on the radio and said that the wheel was straight, but as you see, the crew is going to get a closer look underneath there. They wanted to make sure they could check the toe, make sure everything measured okay. So looks to be okay for now. They'll change 4 tires and fill the 1 car up with fuel. But yeah, as you were saying, Parker, it's been kind of the story of their year. It seems like really fast, but just some unfortunate luck that hinders a good finish.
Wheeling caution lights are on and pit road open. I'm not surprised. Inside of 100 laps to go, everybody's got a set of tires cars. Here they are down the progressive pit lane. Dylan?
And Sheldon Creed, who was battling there for the lead, said that the car was way better, just felt like he needed a little bit more drive, so they're going to try to make an adjustment for that here as he peels onto pit road. Crew will go around to change right side tires. Don't see a wrench in anybody's hand, so maybe just an air pressure adjustment here from Jonathan Toney just to get the 0-0 a little bit better for Sheldon Creed.
And teammates, both Eric Amarola and Taylor Gray come down pit road. You see Eric there. His team told him, I think we're on our number, so let's come. Chasing lateral quick and roll the first few laps after pressure adjustment.
How close was the race off progressive pit road? It was tight. But Taylor Gray, who has the #1 pit stall because he qualified on the pole last week at Miami, wins the race off. Top 6 cars holding serve. Austin Hill gains a couple, but it's Creed, Almirola, Sammy Smith, and Allgaier coming off 2nd through 4th, and here it is. Boom, that's tight.
It's always tight corners here, whether it's on track or on pit road.
But you can't overemphasize how important this race is to take control in what should be your final pit stop of the day.
Right, it definitely will be for these, using that last set of tires for these guys. They're hoping that puts them in the position to be on the best tires towards the end and be able to get through some of the cars that stayed out.
Now here's the deal. You win the race off pit road, that's the good news. The only challenge now is the cars that stay out. So 11 stay out, you're going to have to work your way through traffic. And this is a lot to manage, especially for a young driver like Taylor Gray. And then I think about the pressure that's going to be on Sheldon Creed. You've established yourself with some track position. Those other drivers out in front of you are going to have to make a pit stop. However, if you're Creed, the pressure of never having won a race at this level, you know he'll be thinking about that late if he's in position.
And he told us before this race he felt like his car was really good in the rubber, so that's has shown up here as we got later in this race. But it's the same thing we said about Zilich when he was put back at the start of stage 3. This is one of the most important times of the race for these cars that think they're fighting for the win, is to get through traffic but do it in the cleanest way possible. Protect that race car to get this shot looking back at Zilich. He's damaged every part of that race car trying to come back to the field.
You know, it's crazy. Our first 54 laps caution-free. But we've had 6 cautions in the race now. And if you look at the last 9 races, this is since we started coming back to Martinsville in 2020. We're averaging 13 cautions a race. We need 7 more to get to our average. I don't know if we'll get there, but I always bet the over at this place, because once you get inside of 100, it seems to get wild. And now the choose. Again, these drivers choosing out front are those that stayed out. Those that came down pit road will be outside the top 10 as we start to choose.
It's interesting to see what some of these cars towards the back there that were on those newer tires chose. So you saw Taylor Gray get to the bottom. That's important.
Look at row 4, Patrick Starpoli. That's Dr. Patrick Starpoli, making his first career start. He's an eye doctor. We've seen him in ARCA, ran the truck race last night, decided to do the Xfinity thing, partnered with Sam Hunt Racing. And he'll go back to Houston this week, and he'll be working with his patients. But it's great to see him moonlighting on the weekends, driving a stock car.
Down the lead lap. That's very impressive for Patrick here, and I know it's a really big moment for him to have this opportunity.
Christian Eckes has some track position, won both truck races here a year ago. To his right, Myatt Snyder, who's been good over the years when he's raced at Martinsville. 90 to go.
Did they wreck? They definitely wrecked, right?
You mentioned Myatt Snyder's really good at this racetrack, has a lot of laps here, late models and trucks, and Xfinity. He loves this place. He tried to slot down there in front of Swalch, but Swalch gave him the bumper, moved him out of the groove. So they're going to fight side by side.
Pit stop, and all those guys back there from the 54 to 19008. These are drivers that have made their final stop and basically racing for the top position. Once everything cycles through, you got to be careful. Taylor Gray to the inside of the 99 of Matt DiBenedetto.
You got to be smart, and that looked like a low percentage move, but it really wasn't. With his tire advantage, he was able to hold it on the bottom as those other two, and Matt D and Chris Wright were on the outside, forced up the track a little bit. Chris Wright got forced onto the third groove, but it allowed him to get through, and now he's in some cleaner track.
And look at Sheldon Creed working around the 19. Again, all these guys really racing for a position at the front. Once it cycles through, Allgaier inside of Almirola. The 8 is Sammy Smith. Austin Hill is there. Brandon Jones back in the game.
And that's a big opportunity for Justin Allgaier to get back by Almirola here, because we look at them racing on the same set of tires, driving through some of these older tires. That just gives you that track position you want as you start to work your way through and keeps him in check with Taylor Gray.
this, and the drivers that pitted at 127, I mean, you save that set of tires, but this does have, if this were to establish a green flag field, they might have an option to play some games here. Talking about those drivers that are scored, some of them in the
86 to go, coming to 85.
I mean, steam tires really matter. So if they are able to get the right time caution and be able to come down pit road with enough laps left to drive back through the field, it could be a big difference maker to have those tires be able to.
Nye is third, qualified in the top 10 yesterday. He's had a couple of top 10s this year. First Xfinity start at Martinsville, does have truck experience at this venue. And look at college racing, 2 cars in the top 3, all their cars in the top 10. Josh Williams back there racing for 9th.
Sheldon Creed might be there in 9th right now, but he's the leader of the Dash for Cash. I know he hasn't won a race, but it would be nice to win a Dash for Cash.
Dylan, what about that 10 car?
Yeah, this is really encouraging. I spoke to Daniel this afternoon, and he was pretty honest with me. He said, we were not good yesterday. I just feel like we laid down a pretty good qualifying lap. So if we can just stay wide enough and keep this track position, I'll see what we've got for the race, but I don't really feel great about it. So I think this is super encouraging for not only Daniel, but as you see there, all of college racing. Christian Eckes has been fighting to get his race car a little bit better, too. So even though they're on a little different strategy, this is legit speed and confidence out of all of these race cars.
Well, and so many times here, the reason you run well or don't run well is the track position, right? I mean, let's face it. I mean, you can look like a hero out front, you get stuck in traffic, and all of a sudden, things go in a different direction.
Yeah, take a look here. Eric Almirola here. Oh, as Josh Williams gets moved up the track. Eric's in the wrong place, and now he's going to lose a couple
Biscuit said he would, too.
Force the outside and just not able to avoid Josh Williams.
And Williams, Sawallich. They're on a little bit of a different strategy, older tires. I think they'll probably pit again if the opportunity presents itself. We'll have to see how things play out. Daniel Dye, another rookie in third. He's got the report from Dylan on him and his day. And then the driver that we feel like right now is in the driver's seat, and that would be Taylor Gray. He was out front when the caution came out. He pitted, got his final set of tires, restarts outside the top 10, has patiently worked his way to 4th.
He's done a really good job of that. Kept a clean car, got through traffic quickly and decisively is what we want to do, and it allowed him to get to some cleaner track. Wyatt Snyder and Nick Sanchez get together there. It's just Allgaier trying to make his way through.
When you're on older tires and you get shoved wide, and there's drivers that have been hanging on the fresher rubber, it's not going to work out for you.
You're hanging on for dear life at times when you're on older tires here, and people are on newer tires wanting to get by you and move you out of the way.
Another spot, his 20th birthday. But you wouldn't know it the way he's handled this situation. Not only when he was leading, and he had some good drivers behind him, but the pit stop, you lose the track, lose all the track position. You got to race through the traffic, and he's done a great job.
Wyatt Snyder just got shoved up out of the groove once again by Brennan Poole, and Eric Almirola has kind of been trapped in a lot of track position to some of the other cars in those tire strategy.
7 says, thank you very much. Just
Whoa! Caution's out. Connor Zillage around.
We're getting closer to our average.
Leaders at the restart zone.
75 to go. If you're those
Damn it, man.
That have a set of tires. I mean, the biggest question I have here, Parker, is how many are on the lead lap? 31 on the lead lap. You give up a lot of track position if you come down here. We'll see how it plays out. We have a caution lights are on for the team that's led the most laps today.
It's gonna get interesting.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, to check first that you bought seats in the right section.
I'm gonna turn the Wi-Fi off my computer.
Yeah, checking first is smart.
And we're just gonna hope for the best that everything looks good on my side.
You're in good hands with Allstate. It's made 24-hour moisturizing body wash that locks in.
Tired.
That's right. Clean moisturizing body wash isn't a myth. It's native.
We are at 73 to go.
You will be. With Blue Chew, your confidence takes flight.
Blue Chew sponsor me. I'm joking.
Kids, I'm sure you're wondering why your mother and I asked you here tonight.
We're moving to Hawaii.
We're getting a puppy?
We don't have to go to school anymore.
No.
What? It's because it's a buffet of all-you-can-eat butterfly shrimp and sirloin steak.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Spring starts with savings at the Home Depot.
What are you working on? Starting off with a clean slate.
Starting to love my yard again.
These work well in the sun. Perfect.
Start your spring with early saving at Home Depot. Greg takes Prevagen for his brain, and this is his story.
Hi, I'm Greg. I live in Bloomington, Illinois. I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular person. 8 years ago, I just didn't feel like I was on my game. I started taking Prevagen, and I want people to know that Prevagen has worked for me.
William Sawalage is staying out.
I wanted to help you just like it has helped me. I've been taking Prevagen for 8 years now, and it's still helping me tremendously.
Prevagen for your brain. Ace's new Yard RX
Whoa.
prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass,
Oh, I know exactly what Sawalage is doing.
now you can get a
This son of a bitch.
from the helpful folks at Ace. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
It's your phone. With Verizon, trade in any phone in any condition.
Whole flight info from notes. Send to mom.
And get the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus with AI and a watch and tab all on us. That's up to $1,900 in value. Only on Verizon.
Great finish coming today in Martinsville, but I'm already looking forward to next Saturday, Darlington, South Carolina, throwback weekend. We got a star.
We'll be live.
In the race, Chase Elliott is going to be your series champion. He's a Cup and an Xfinity champion. Going to be driving that 17 car for Hendrick Motorsports. Christopher Bell going to be driving the 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Won at Darlington in the Xfinity Series last fall. Ross Chastain's going to be a part of the equation, driving the 9 for JRM. Plus all the series regulars.
And 3 J. McMurray throwbacks.
That's exactly. You have the trifecta.
Yeah.
And now our golden moment, brought to you by Golden Corral. And it's going to be the race off pit road. We said it at the time. In stereo, tight. Taylor Gray wins the race off pit road over Sheldon Creed. And right now, he's in the best position. But something interesting getting ready to come up here. Because a few drivers elected to pit, including Christian Eckes, who hadn't pitted since lap 99. Daniel Dye also comes down here. But William Sawalage, who last pitted at 127 into stage 2, he had stayed out under that last caution to establish track position. He doesn't pit here. He's going to be the race leader, but on older tires, they're just going to run this thing out. This is a very interesting call for a rookie driver.
It is, but he got that track position. He had good enough pace, and he only has really a 12-lap difference in green flag laps on these tires to these newer tires, so he's not in a terrible position.
And now we do the choose. And it's going to be an all-rookie front row, both from Joe Gibbs Racing. William Sawalage inside of Taylor Gray. What about the 54, Kim?
Yeah, you saw that race off pit road. I got to point out, that was one of the pit stalls we talked about before the race. That pit stall won from winning the pole last weekend. Worked to his advantage during that last stop. And something that you may want to note, the car that Taylor Gray is driving, that chassis is the one that Eric Almirola won with both Martinsville races last year, Dylan.
And Kim, I did just confirm with Jeff Mendering, crew chief on the 18, their plan is to stay out. He said, we've had top 5 speed all weekend, just have to find a way to get up front and stay there. They've got track position for now.
You know, Jeff Mendering, the crew chief for Brandon Jones, when he won here 2022, they ran it long in the final stage, playing a similar strategy with William Sawalage. Jason Ratcliffe calling the shots for the 54 at Taylor Gray, the winningest crew chief in the history.
All right, we're going green. 68 to go.
Green once again at the paperclip.
Oh, Sheldon Creed wanted to take a look down. Sawalage wasn't able to get to the inside. Sawalage did a good job protecting and side by side with Taylor Gray.
Taylor Gray, fresher tires, trying to pull down, lots of contact. Sheldon Creed pushing his way through in that inside lane. Gray gets away with a top spot.
That was such a tough position for Swallows trying to get to the inside there. Taylor Gray tried to clear himself almost. They get together, and Sheldon Creed, the aggressor there, was like trying to move both of them out of the way to get to the inside.
This is the tough thing if you're Swallows. If you can get away with the lead, you can really manage the older tires. Unfortunately, you get shoved out here, and it is so hard when drivers have 30-lap pressure tires driving around you. Sammy Smith, the next in line.
His strategy really depended, as you put it, on getting into the lead, getting a little bit of a gap like his teammate Taylor Gray has done here, and then trying to just manage your laps and hope it sort of spreads out, that you don't lose too much time over the course of the run. But now he's going to be fighting in a hornet's nest here of cars that have better tires than his.
Dean Thompson trapped in that outside lane. Another rookie driving a Toyota for Sam Hunt.
More three-wide action here. Oh! Brad Perez in the left rear of Nick Sanchez.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what, Daniel Dye, one of those drivers that just pitted, he's starting to make some moves. Christian Eckes came at lap 179. He's up to 13th. Let's think dash for cash for a minute. Sheldon Creed, the best of the bunch, second, but about to lose that to Sammy Smith. Allgaier's up there in the top 10, so is Austin Hill. You can see our dash for cash drivers highlighted in green in the bumper.
He's still got a bit of a buffer there to Justin Allgaier for that dash for cash. And Philip Bell, the crew chief on the 8 for Sammy Smith, told us they felt like they were coming here with a chance to win. Right now, slide into second place. They definitely have the speed here late in this race.
And he was the worst qualifier when you look at your
Double 0 for the money, 54 for the win, Copy.
That's just like putting a carrot out in front of your driver, right?
Yeah. They know they're racing for 2 prizes today.
You know, Allgaier said coming to this weekend, we're going to do a little testing. We want to make sure we got our car where it needs to be when we come back here in the fall, because this is such a critical race.
So Wallach, what are you doing, my dude?
Cut off in a round of 8 to determine who runs for a championship.
And some of that was because he felt like even though they'd won here before, they just never had that dominant race car. They've never been that car to beat at this racetrack, so they're still searching for what they want inside those race cars. Jerry showed with a lot of speed this weekend, but still just trying to find what they want inside for Justin Allgaier.
Caution.
Caution out.
That's caution number 8. Riding on board here with Daniel Dye. Carson Ware brings it out in the 07. You know, I'm looking, and the timing of this caution is interesting for a couple of guys. I had mentioned.
Guess who just wrecked? Carson Ware, Cody Ware's brother.
They gave up the track position, but they get those tires, and the fact that they've already worked their way up top 12, top 15, and we still have 59 laps to go. Now you tighten up the field, you get a restart, it just opens the door to go get some more. That strategy call could be really good.
It really could be, and it's not just that they have a little bit more grip here, maybe for the restarts and such, but if we do get some green flag running 20, 30 laps as we get into this run, if they're able to have that transition, that's when they'll really start to pay off on having just lesser laps on those tires compared to some of the leaders ahead of them.
See what happened to the 07 here, Carson Ware.
Top of your screen right there near the CW Sports logo. Already has been spun around here down in turns 1 and 2. Simple loop, but he's going to end up sitting there trying to get it refired. And it's long enough that even the leaders got back to him and by him, so NASCAR decided caution.
There's so much going on in the latter part of this race. And look at Taylor Gray, who's trying to win, and William Sawalli's now going to make a pit stop. So they tried to stay out. They lost all the track position. You don't want to go home with a set of tires, so the 18 is in, Dylan.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if you put tires on here, maybe you just get enough yellows and everybody's bunched up together that you can come out a net positive on this. So kind of had their bed made and just have to adjust on the fly here. A little slow on the left front. You see they're not going to be...
I figured that was coming.
See what Sawallich can do. He's going to have to pass a lot of cars here over the final 50 laps or so.
But I would say something to give him a little hope is what we established out of Eckes and Dye. Well, you know, after that last cycle of pit stops, I thought they might be in some trouble, but they've already worked their way back. Here's the most difficult thing, showing 32 cars on the lead lap. So, you know, some of those are damaged and going to be well off the pace. May even let him pull up a little bit for the restart, but he's going to have to pass a lot of cars, as Dylan said, trying to establish a net gain here.
long days, have to do some serious work. Gonna want some green flag running here to try and make those tires work for him and have that advantage to kind of cut through the field and maybe
What's up, Good Dogs?
later cautions or a sequence of cautions once you've got the track position that sort of bunches up the field and gives you the chance to use your better tires.
Aerial coverage brought to you by the Lucas Oil.
Good Dogs, I didn't even read my chat, bro. I paid no attention that you was texting in here.
Like I've gone back in time when I come here to Martinsville. Mitchell Practice Throwback Weekend next Saturday at Darlington. In a couple of weeks, we're at Bristol. And we got some classics.
I was having issues with my monitor here, so I had to turn my chat off. So the only chat that I got to read is what's on my thing right here.
One of my favorite racetracks, I think a fan favorite as well for a lot of reasons.
Hi.
But this place definitely has lived up to its name, with being Martinsville and the paperclip short track that has all sorts of action.
Oh yeah, on the calm eyes of Garrett Smithley. This is our old house life with Michelle Bowers on board camera.
55 to go, more than likely 54, 53 when they go back green. Tanner Gray, Sammy Smith, 1-2 with Creed and Jones, 3-4, and Allgaier in 5th.
I look at all the drivers that have led laps today. Connor Zillage starts on the pole, wins the first 2 stages, led 99 laps, but he's had a lot of damage, beaten up race car for him. Taylor Gray's taken over here in the final stages, led 33 laps. Eckes led those 22. Brandon Jones had that time at the front. He's led 22 laps, and he's in a decent spot right now. Up there in 4th, he could make something happen. Eric Almirola swept the races here last year, has led 7 laps today, and is in the 6th position prior to the choose.
He really struggled there as we got into stage 3.
All right, what are we doing here? Tanner Gray, I imagine, is going to the bottom. Sammy goes high. Sheldon goes with Tanner Gray. Allgaier goes with Sammy. Amarillo Jones side by side. Quapple, Austin Hill side by side. Eckes and Jesse Love side by side in row 5.
The 7 starting right behind his teammate here.
54 to go, 53 at the line. Who's going to win it here at Martinsville?
Let's stick to our game plan.
A tank. Some of them have tried to act like their car's a tank.
That's the mentality sometimes here.
His looks fairly clean. I think that could pay off for him, though. I wouldn't be too upset having a clean car like that with 54 to go here at Martinsville, especially in this race that we've seen.
He just kind of hovered last week at Miami. You know,
yeah, I know. He's just there in the top 5.
You got a late restart, and okay, I'll take the checkered flag and the money. 53
Who's it going to be? We are green here with 53 to go.
Really strong restart by Sammy Smith out there on the outside. It's going to give him a shot to contend with Taylor Gray down to 3 and 4.
We want to take control of the race, especially as we hit the final portion. 50 laps to go, 52 now.
I hope Sheldon Creed, but I want my boy Brandon Jones to win. You know it.
And if you're Taylor Gray, what you try to do is sort of move that 8 just up the racetrack a little bit as you enter a little higher, not all the way down to that curve.
Taylor Gray, Sammy Smith fighting.
Clear Sammy Smith doing exactly that out of 4.
Taylor Gray gets cleared from Sammy Smith. Allgaier creeping in 3rd. Creed in 4th.
The 3rd jumps in front of Sheldon Creed. That is big because the 7 and 00 racing for the Dash for Cash. So is Austin Hill, who's in the top 10. Jesse Love started at the back today. He's got a position up front. He's 8th right now.
Eric Almirola stuck on that outside.
Caution is out. Caution is out. Harrison Burton around.
I mean, what a difficult day for Harrison Burton.
He was almost an innocent bystander in a lot of respects in that first incident with Corey Day.
It's gonna get
it's just been
interesting.
Bad to worse for the 25 team, which came in here with so much momentum, great, strong races, an excellent qualifying effort. I knew he was really positive about what they've been doing. That team spoke to him this morning. He said, we've just been hitting base hits. We're just building this organization up. We're getting the right position. But today has been definitely a tough one.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing for him, the way it played out early, he was unable to get any stage points despite the fact they qualified in the top 10. And so when
49 laps to go here at Martinsville.
Under caution for the 9th time today. A lot of doors slamming in Martinsville, and I think we're going to see a whole lot more before we're done.
Go Dogs, are you still watching my chat? My stream? Bro, I tell you on everything, I need to do commentating for Heat 5. I could so do it, man. Oh. I put a hole in my squishy on accident. I was upset.
California, to oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of partners.
It's racing to hurry up. I have to use the bathroom.
By one mission, to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
When choosing the right gear to cut, trim, or mow your yard, Ace has all the power you need to get the job done right. Because gas or battery, your local Ace is the destination with the best power brands all under one roof, like Steel, Eagle, Milwaukee, and Toro. And with free assembly and delivery or ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Conquering your outdoor projects has never been easier. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Welcome back to Martinsville Speedway. Christian Eckes may be in his first Xfinity Series start, but he loves Martinsville, and rightfully so, right? Winning both truck races here just last season. If you ask Eckes about the start of the season, though, he says it's been a disaster. I asked him how he's processing it all. He said, honestly, mentally, I'm great. I actually do better when I feel my back is up against the wall, and he says he's using that as motivation for today.
Thank you, Carla. I like that. When your back's up against the wall, that's when you find some of the success that you're looking for sure. And I think he's in a really good position right now.
I'm down for some smock at Schmeek.
Towards the top 10. Eric Almirola made a pit stop there. That doesn't surprise me, considering they were struggling pretty hard as we got in the stage street here. He was stuck on the outside. It's just so losing a lot of positions.
You know, to find the balance. Because, you know, you lose all that track position, and now you got to get it back. But if you're, as you said, if you're going in the wrong direction, I mean, it's so hard to figure out what the best plan of attack is. Kim?
Yeah, and he knew he did not have the car to win. He just hasn't been fighting balance all afternoon long. He couldn't roll for the center fast enough, just a really tight condition. So they did make a somewhat significant adjustment, put scuffed tires on, and took a splash of fuel.
Sometimes this place, you just want to pull the ripcord. Let's do something different. Flip it over, try it different, something different, and you know, you almost get the feel as you start to fall back in these runs, and as he was stuck on the outside at times and just couldn't make any headway. You got to just try and do something different and see if you can stop the bleeding a little bit. Now he's got a lot of positions.
Big agree with 44 to go, 45 now.
Turn that into positive momentum as opposed to just falling back to the field.
Corey Day did get a penalty. He came down pit road making his debut. He was 2 laps down after he got involved in that early crash. They've really not been able to find their way back, but adding insult to injury, a penalty there. We do the choose. Gray takes the inside lane. Sammy Smith again takes the outside. Justin Allgaier this time in third prior to the choose decides to go to the inside lane. Allgaier trying to win the Dash for Cash for a second week in a row. And we've added a lap here because Greg Van Alsten stopped in the 35. But for Justin Allgaier, he's already the winningest driver when it comes to Dash for Cash. He's won it 6 times. Well, if he does it again today, not only you win it, you set yourself up to be eligible again in 2 weeks at Bristol. We're not doing the Dash for Cash next Saturday at Darlington because throwback weekend, we didn't want to take away from that. But he would be eligible again at Bristol. And here's the other thing. I mean, he just continues to put him in a better spot to win this race. He's going for his 3rd consecutive victory. Wins at Las Vegas and Miami the last 2 weeks.
It's amazing. If he's able to get this done, that'll be $700,000 in his career in the Dash for Cash. If he was able to sweep all 4 here this year, it'd be close to $1 million. So he's done well with that Dash for Cash program.
Well, you talked earlier about how clean that race car is. Right behind him, a driver that's a little dinged, right? And ironically, it happened to Brandon Jones when he was leading the race. But when he spent that time out front, he was able to turn our fastest lap of the day, the Xfinity Fast, go his way. Average finish outside the top 25. But the last 3 weeks have been outstanding for him. Next week, so some real opportunities ahead for that 20 team.
And barring that incident when he was in the lead, he was really looking like he was one of the top contenders against the 88 early in this race, speed-wise. You see everyone weaving around and trying to keep those tires as clean as you can as we get these multiple restarts. You see all that rubber that laid down. All these cars start picking that rubber up under caution. You're trying to get those tires as clean as you can. It's really important. It's really difficult to do here. It's easy to spin the tires, and it's really easy not them to clean enough as you go off into turn one and not have the grip.
All right.
Big restart coming. Just over
42 laps to go. We're back green.
Great restart.
Strong restart by Ted Ray. Strong restart by Justin Allgaier to slot in there to be just the inside of Sammy Smith.
Teammates, will they be friendly? Allgaier says, you're not getting down in front of me. 7 trying to get up there to the runner-up position. Sheldon Creed right there as well. We're thinking dash for cash. We're thinking first career.
40 to go at the line.
With 41 remaining.
We got a spinner. Dean Thompson. Caution's out.
Pinching him down towards the curb and trying to get a run off the corner, and Justin Allgaier was taking none of it.
Thompson was 13th and really had been enjoying a nice day, nice weekend. Was solid here yesterday as well. Ryan Ellis gets the free pass. Virginia driver. He's going to put 33 drivers on the lead lap. 10 cautions today. Getting close to our average of 13 since we came back here in 2020.
We're going to get a look back at what happened to Dean Thompson here. Keep an eye on that lime green and white car of Sam Mayer. It actually looks like Dean was trying to get beneath Christian Eckes a little bit and just lost the rear there. Yeah, just lost, you sort of pinch off the entry as you're trying to get lower and lower underneath Christian Eckes. And this is easy to do because you see that space in that room and the real estate down below. But when you get down there, the tracks can be, if you're way lower, a little dirtier. And you then have to sort of slow the car up more than you anticipate. And when you do that, you lock the rear, spin around. That's what happened to Dean Thompson.
Celsius onboard camera, the view for Jeff Burton.
And what have we seen 3 or 4 times today? This exact scenario of drivers just basically, just lock the rears way early, try to pinch off the entry, and get down to the inside with 16 and
Sam Mayer has, but I told DJ this earlier. Sam Mayer is becoming the Carson Hocevar of the Xfinity Series.
Fine line that these drivers and these race cars are on when you're in the braking zones here at Martinsville. There's a lot of opportunity because the braking zones are large. There's a lot of chance to try and make an aggressive move. But at some point, you got to get that car stopped. And when you're asking to do a lot while turning at the entry of the corner, that can happen.
You're not going to make a pit stop here unless you just have a really significant problem. All these teams are out of tires, and you want the track position late in the race. But let's give a little reset here and walk you through the top 10. Taylor Gray, been great today. Led 50 laps. Trying to get his first career victory, rookie driver from New Mexico. Sammy Smith has finished second here on 2 different occasions. Good start to the year for him. 3rd-year driver from Iowa. Junior Motorsports has enjoyed a lot of success. 3 wins here in the last 9 races. One of those belongs to Justin Allgaier. Chasing the dash for cash. Our reigning champ is 3rd. 4th, Sheldon Creed, another driver going for the money. He too wants his first career victory. He's been 2nd here on 2 different occasions. Last time Brandon Jones won an Xfinity race, Martinsville 2022. He's battled some tough times today, but he's 5th. I don't know how, but Carson Kvapil has also had his fair share of problems find his way in the top 10.
That car hit the inside wall a ton, and as Dylan reported, the wheel was not knocked out of the toe, so he's recovered nicely.
RCR teammates going for win number 100 with the Richard Childress Racing organization. Hill is 7th, Love is 8th, and now we get to choose. Going to get this restart with 35 laps to go.
was curious to see what Sammy Smith might do there in terms of going behind Taylor Gray or taking the outside. He elects to take the outside. He was having a little bit of success right as that caution came out of trying to fend off Justin Allgaier on the bottom. Thinks he might have a chance there on the outside.
You know, all these restarts, it's great for Gray to be in control of the race. That's what you want. A little bit, right? I mean, you run out of cards to play. Here's 2 radio Jesse Love.
I think we can win this race, so we need to go. So we're not going on a bottom. I like it, and I agree.
I've made that decision plenty of times here at Martinsville. I think it worked all but once. So, but hey, he thinks he's got the car. He wants to make some headway on the top. Let's see if it works for him.
35 laps to go.
Will we get another caution? It's been a busy final stage. Gray and Smith get away at the front.
Oh, Eckes got real aggressive there towards the back of the top 10 inside of Austin Hill. Now 3 wide with Jesse Love and Austin Hill.
Eckes on those fresher tires, trying to make it work into turn 3. Could get physical here. Allgaier going after his teammate for second. 7 and 8 side by side.
34 to go.
Side behind him as well for 4th. Brandon Jones, bright yellow, number 20.
Whoa! Quapple around. Caution for the 11th time.
And we heard Jesse wanted to take the top to try and make some headway, but there's a ton of risk of being out there, and this is exactly it, being caught up in someone else's mess. These two are playing bumper cars trying to get going.
They were 6th and 7th, and that's how quickly your day can change at Martinsville.
Absolutely, just one corner, one sequence of events that happened here. Being on the outside, there's a lot of opportunity, but you can get caught up in something that you're just not even a part of because so many cars stack up on the bottom. We'll take a look at this. See Jesse there back behind Carson. He gets hit by Christian Eckes, who may have been hit by Austin Hill. If you remember back to the beginning of the restart, Eckes was real aggressive going to the inside, and yeah, Austin Hill gets to the back of Christian Eckes, who gets the accordion effect, and eventually into Jesse Love, who gets into Carson Quapple. Bit of retaliation probably on Austin Hill's side there.
Look at our Dash for Cash drivers. They're all in the top 10. Everyone's still very much alive. For Jesse Love,
Well, I hope they're alive.
Smoking on pit road, you know, he had 2 finishes outside the top 10, dating to Darlington last fall. I mean, this driver has really been rolling latter part of 2024, early portion of 25, but his day is done. 2nd time outside the top 10 this season for Jesse Love.
And I know how frustrating that could be, especially you get this late portion of the race. You feel like you got the car to compete. You make that choice to go the outside, trying to make something happen, and then get caught up in something of 2 drivers that were sort of upset with each other. Then they were in this awkward position of staring at each other, basically able to wave, look at each other's eyes. It's always an interesting position to be in as a race car driver in race cars and trying to get going, trying to give each other space. And another bit of contact.
You know, for Jesse Love, though, you win the season opener at Daytona, and it takes a lot of pressure off because you know inevitably you're going to have days like today. You start in the rear, you have a hard time finding the track position, even when you get it. You get in some compromising positions at a place like Martinsville. You got to win in the bank. You know you're going to the playoffs. Load it up, go to Darlington, live to fight another day. A lot of cautions laid here at Martinsville.
Whew. Long stream. Be right back, chat. Yeah. Biscuit, I gotta. Biscuit, I gotta cut. Biscuit. I said I got a cousin that lives 2 miles from Martinsville and just sent me a video from her front porch, and you can hear him going, "Jeer."
Spin outs and contact. Somehow these four all still have a shot. You look at Justin Allgaier leading in third, back to Austin Hill in eighth. None of them are out of it by any means right now, especially for what we've seen on some of these restarts and the amount of contact down there.
Oh, bro, I just realized I put the old Xfinity logo with the red instead of the purple. No, I put the old red Xfinity logo on my stream instead of the purple one.
Positioning, being overly aggressive. Someone else, in the case of Jesse Love, getting angry.
Oh well, we'll fix it next week. For Darlington.
That's what happens here at Martinsville. That's why none of those Dash for Cash drivers are out of a chance of that money.
Here's a driver that I'm really curious about. One, because his car looks like it's virtually destroyed, Christian Eckes, but also they played a different strategy. They've got fresher tires than those other drivers up there in the top 10. What does that mean now? I don't know. But I'm not sure we'll find out unless we get a little bit of a green flag run, and we really haven't, Dylan.
Well, and I think it's interesting. This car, I feel like how many times this year have we commented on the 16 car that looks like this, and they still, sometimes turn it into good results. So this kind of looks like a Martinsville car. But it's interesting because Christian told me yesterday he knows the feeling that he needs in a car. He's been so good here in the truck, swept the races last year. He said, I know the feeling that I need, and we got it on the sim, and was really happy with it yesterday. They just battled some braking issues, so this is kind of what they expected, and now that they've got this tire advantage, I think they may run out of laps if we keep getting yellows, but they certainly have been able to move forward here. So I don't know whether they want to go green or whether the yellows are helping them or hurting them, but they're in a good spot for sure.
That's a great point, Dylan. I was thinking the exact same thing. Look at that race car. It's reminiscent of him at Coda, where basically every corner of that race car was beat up and ripped off, and he got a top 5 there. Seems to be a mark of Christian Eckes in the 16 car. No matter the amount of damage, they seem to still be able to find some good finishes. And he's definitely in a good position as he was placed back in front of the 21 of Austin Hill through all of that mess that went down in turn 1, just outside the top 5, and has the newest tires of anyone up there.
Great stories, 9th on back. I mean, we talk about Eckes' teammate Daniel Dye, similar strategy is 9th, looking for back-to-back top 10s. Right behind him, Jeff Burton coming from the rear today. And I mean, you look at Daniel Dye here, but Jeb has put up with a lot, and he's 10th, trying to get a third top 10 finish in the last 4 races here, which would be remarkable for that team who came in on the positive side of the playoff cut line.
26 to go.
15. He had top 15s in both races here a season ago.
25.
For Jeff Burton there. He was a lap down towards the end of stage 1 and has gotten all the way back here to be in
Looks like they're going to do the choose this time, so it'll be 24, 23.
And find a way to be right there in the top 10 when it matters.
Maybe.
Being a lap down.
So we're gonna go green at 23.
Got a free pass, and when we told that story, I'm like, this has already been a good day. You've just hung in there. But now in his debut running part-time, he finds himself in the 15th position racing for Sam Hunt. Chris Wright right behind him trying to get his best run of the year. You look really from 10th to 20th. There are so many drivers that at some point today have been in a compromising position. And you don't have to drift too far back. And there is the 88 once again of Connor Zillich, who won the first 2 stages from the pole and had all kinds of damage. I mean, Pat DiBenedetto, Jeremy Clements was a lap down, and there you see the man that led us to green earlier today, and my goodness, that car is beat up.
Well, then that last incident that he was in, they were able to come down pit road and actually clear that right front there, which was kind of falling into the tire a little bit as we get this wonderful shot. The sun setting, the hills here.
This is a beautiful part of the country. The old Lucas Oil helicopter giving us all kinds of shots today.
We started this race with the sun sort of beating on the racetrack, really higher temperatures than historically here at this race in the spring, laying tons of rubber, but as that sun sets, we're starting to see the lights take more effect on the Martinsville Speedway, and that means this racetrack is going to get faster, more grip. It's going to change things a little bit.
32 cars on the lead lap. We get to choose with 23 to go, so we'll go green with 22 remaining. Sammy Smith changing it up. Goes to the inside, and you know what that means? Allgaier now gets to restart on the front row.
And I think Sammy Smith gave it enough attempts to know if it was going to work or not. And he finally has chosen that bottom, which I think was a smart move.
Is Allgaier going to get 3 in a row here?
What's Allgaier's reaction to that? When Smith goes down there, what's he thinking as he gets the front row?
Possibly thinks, because he's one of the only cars I've seen take the lead in the entirety of this race from the outside, as he did earlier to Connor Zilic. It's going to come down to the restart and really nailing that, making sure those tires are clean here. But if anyone can get it done on the outside, it's Justin Allgaier, who's done it once before.
Taylor Gray celebrated a birthday this week. Justin Allgaier said, "Merry Christmas to me," as he gets the front row alongside the rookie.
Could be a blessing or a curse, we're not sure.
A lot going on here.
We're green with 22 laps to go.
Going to be fun to watch it play out. Green again.
Left.
And Taylor Gray
And the Marine Corps 250.
starting the 54.
He's been flawless in the restarts of the two teammates getting into each other off of turn 2.
Physical for second. Allgaier leading the chase.
They're fighting. Taylor Gray is going to run away.
Brandon Jones up there trying for another top 5. Nick Sanchez out of line. In that orange and white 48.
He thought about putting a 3 wide on the inside of Brendan Poole, thought better of it, but as we look at Sammy Smith and Justin Allgaier, these two have just been so evenly matched on each of these restarts. Usually with Sammy Smith on the outside and Justin Allgaier on the inside. This time Sammy on the inside. He's
20 laps to go.
Maybe can work towards getting back to Taylor Gray.
20 to go. That's like 7 minutes if we stay green. But 20 laps here can be an eternity, especially if you're a rookie driver leading and trying to pick up a victory for the first time in your career. On board with another rookie here, Daniel Dye running 8th.
He's been following his teammate, but he's now going to look to the inside. That's a late, low percentage move. Doesn't quite have the contact here. Now it's caught. Oh, Zekis is going to get turned.
Whoa. Whoa, big hit, holy shit.
Dye, Sanchez, and Eckes.
He damn near got airborne.
Beat up in the 28.
That's a shame.
Oh, shit.
Towards the outside of the top 10.
Mike Snyder got a piece. He spent some
No, we're watching the race.
That was aggressive. Some heavy hits.
That really started with Dye looking the inside Eckes, and Eckes just couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. This is gonna end up being a 3-hour stream that should have been done 30 minutes ago.
Enough that Eckes couldn't turn in. It put them 3 wide, and Sam Bear was trying to almost help Eckes to get going there as he was not able to get the throttle down and ends up spinning him out. We had that great shot on board, Daniel Dye there, watching the 16 get turned around.
He just chunked the helmet in the truck.
DNF last week when he lost an engine. It'll be the same today for Christian Eckes. A wreck inside of 20 laps to go.
And you just see Daniel Dye just late lunge there to the inside. Christian Eckes acknowledges that, then doesn't turn in, but it puts him in the middle, 3 wide, and as he gets off the corner, he's already a little bit sideways, trying to get the power down, and Sam Bear gets in the back boom, and he just couldn't hold on to it. And they're really there for Sam Bear.
Yep,
Trying to get
the 41 doing 41 things once again.
Sideways, so that now being when he was getting pushed by Sam Bear at that point, there was no hanging
And
on.
yet you said you hated these guts last year when he drove for JRM.
And all of their drivers had something today to shout about, but unfortunately, each of them involved in this incident. The worst of it, the 10 of Daniel Dye, the 16 of Christian Eckes.
Yeah, and he ain't driving worth a shit.
I mean, you know you have to go, but you run the risk once you go of getting right in the middle of it.
And, you know, Daniel Dye, maybe that's a little bit of an aggressive move. He's fully in his right to do that, but knowing that his teammate there has some of the newest tires in the top 5, him as well, you know, it might have been smarter just to try to follow the 16 there into the corner into turn 1, but when he got just down there, as we're looking at Chris Rice here, who watches 2 of his cars wreck out of the top 10.
Yeah, team president, team colleague, yeah.
And really, you know, both those drivers will discuss that one afterwards, because I think had Daniel not made that move and put Christian in that awkward position, not able to turn down to turn 1, they wouldn't have ended up in the middle and ended up getting spun out by Sam Mayer.
Free pass here goes to Corey Day. That's good for driver 17. Taylor Gray leading, 18 laps remain at Martinsville. The Wheeling caution lights on for a 12th time today. It's been out of control on this full short track race in 2025.
Thanks for calling Consumer Cellular, ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction.
Hi, my friend Linda has you guys and gets way better coverage than I do.
Sounds like Linda has you beat.
Not at bowling.
You're breaking up a little.
Are you really ranked #1 in coverage?
Yep, and plans start at just $20.
Oh, we can afford lessons for Linda.
You're embarrassing yourself.
At least my phone works. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage satisfaction. Call or visit Consumer Cellular.
This is the story of the one. The one who believes being prepared is not just a way of life. It's how he helps everyone stay safe. It becomes big stuff. For the one who is a hero in a building full of everyday heroes is just how he likes it. The industrial grade products you need delivered fast. Call clickgranger.com or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Never play with poison ivy.
Someone's a flirt.
Bateman, please.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Oh, I get it now. Poison ivy.
Our 12th caution of the day is turned to a red flag. You can see all the leaders parked down on the front straightaway. Major cleanup coming down the backstretch here at Martinsville. It's been quite an afternoon for rookies. Connor Zillage starts on the pole, leads 99 laps, wins a pair of stages. But the late part of this race belongs to rookie Taylor Gray. He's out front, he's led 70 laps, and he's in charge of the field right now.
Should we dial him up?
I think we should.
Let's
That would be
go chat
great.
with him. I like this opportunity. This is very cool to do. Hey, Taylor, it's Parker Klickman up in the CW booth. We've been admiring your restarts. They've been absolutely flawless, and you somehow avoided all the chaos in this race. How have you done that so far?
Yeah, Parker, I feel like, you know, Hirsch has done a really good job just kind of walking me through here. And just, honestly, just biding our time, kind of laying low for a little bit until our strategy played out. We got clean air. So I feel like we had a really fast operating standard Zero Super. I feel like we're this fast Xfinity Mobile. Just have to keep executing these restarts here and keep getting away.
For sure. You mentioned executing these restarts. So how do you do that going forward? Is there any games left to play, or do it straight up? How do you keep executing on these restarts?
Well, Parker, I can't tell you that. I'm Tyler Wolf.
I appreciate it, buddy. I totally understand. Good luck. Great job so far.
So that's Taylor Gray, and you know, another rookie that was in contention late, Christian Eckes, but he was involved in that crash. Done for the day, Kim.
Yeah, was making the most of his day until that crash. Walk me through what happened.
I mean, it looks like the 41 just drove.
I don't know where it went.
It is what it is. This has been a year from hell, and that's kind of an understatement. The rear-filter Camaro was actually pretty good today. Had a little bit of speed, which is good compared to the last couple of weeks, and we got taken out by 41, 21, pretty much everybody in the field. So obviously super disappointed.
I got it.
Saw that one out. We had a little bit of a tire advantage, and got drove through. So yeah, great.
You mentioned the 41 twice, that Sam Mayer. Does this necessitate a conversation?
He's not going to change anything. I mean, whatever. Moving on.
That takes me back to the radio from Justin Allgaier. You know, when he restarted outside row 2, and he's having a conversation with the team, and he talks about how to handle these situations, right? I don't want to bulldoze my way through there, but I feel like, and I don't want to place a blanket over every driver in the field, but you know this, when you're in these situations and you get to one of these
tired.
late, it's like I got
I'm sweating.
Sometimes aggression.
I'm sweating because the hair's off because it's echoing.
Sam Mayer in that position, you know, he was definitely a little bit aggressive in attaching the rear bumper and sort of keeping that.
I gotta name him, bro.
The 16 getting as sideways as he did. And Sam has been historically an aggressive driver. You know, I've had my run-ins with him over the last couple of years for sure, and we've had to talk it out. And he's a really talented race car driver. He's a very fast race car driver, but he does.
What do we name him?
Positions like that where he seems to just let aggression get the better of him, not release the car in front of him, maybe just let that not happen where the 16 spins out and go and race it out into the next set of corners. So I know Christian said it's not worth speaking to him.
We name him Fickle.
That's just part
Fickle?
of the process of
No.
racing 33 weeks over a whole season against some of the same competitors. You're going to have run-ins, and you've got to find a way to potentially make that work for you guys or work it out. But for
We're gonna name him
what he
Benjamin.
was doing, it definitely was slightly aggressive, and I think when Christian
Benjamin
looks back at that
Squishy.
replay there of what happened, he also being in the middle was in a really tough position trying to
Yo, it may echo, it may not. I don't know.
He is 7th right now.
The air's going on. It's hot in here. Y'all just gotta let me know if it's echoing bad enough in the comments to where y'all can't even hear me talk.
189, 78, 5 maybe. 4. That's what it feels like. These short runs are tough.
The answer to the trivia question, each of the last 4 runs have been 4 green flag laps or less. I mean, that's incredible.
We cursed it by saying we were not on pace to hit the average amount of cautions.
If you want to bring calm to any situation,
yes,
just talk to Jonathan Tony, the crew chief.
He's like that,
green, right? He is, Dylan.
And as we get ready to, I think, fire the engines here, it sounds like we'll get JT's thoughts here real quick. So what do you do to keep, Sheldon's a pretty calm guy, but with all these restarts, what was your message to him as we get ready to restart?
Yeah, you know, it's going to be crazy. You know, he's a pro. You know, he's been here and done this before, so he knows what to do. Don't really have to pump him up or keep him calm anyway. It's been a tough day, been a tough battle for us. Qualifying yesterday didn't go the way we wanted, but Sheldon showed a lot of the experience and showed a lot of maturity, here keeping us in a position, and we're in a position.
Battle that. Do you feel like that makes you vulnerable in any spot at all, or how do you look at that?
I think, starting
What good dogs?
That wasn't helping us none. We'll see how this choose goes here. Maybe we can get to the bottom, and maybe that'll kind of help some of that. But yeah, it'll be short run to go. It'll be elbows up now, so we'll see what happens.
Thanks for your time. Sheldon Creed will restart 5th, Kim.
And Jesse Love finally out of the care center. He was involved in the incident before the incident that brought out this red flag. We saw some frustration from you getting out of the car. What happened and why were you so upset?
I didn't show that much frustration. I actually feel like I kept my cool pretty good there, but I thought our car was really good. We had one stage of the race, so there's a replay.
What?
That's not ideal. I'm obviously a bummer to the one car he had to be involved in that.
Till the race is over with, because we're trying to talk about the race, and they're talking about fallout, and I ain't trying to talk over them.
I did a good job with that. I had a lot of pick and choose.
I'm gonna go back over there when the race is over with.
Kept ourselves in position to the end, and I thought we had a shot to win there. Once we got clear of the 21 and the 16.
We're at 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 58 seconds. We're gonna hit the 3-hour mark on the stream.
It just didn't work out. So I'm definitely frustrated. But I'm more so upset for my team because it's a place that we've struggled at in the past. We put a lot of work into it.
He'll dump anybody.
To have that happen to us is obviously a big bummer. But there's still a lot to be proud of today. We came from the back, and even though we didn't get stage points, we were still moving forward each part of the race. We made that adjustment one time, and we were finished up and got that right back out of it right away and put us right back in the line. So looking forward to Darlington. Hoping we can go kick some butt there. It's a good racetrack, maybe a good race start for our team, and we can go rebound really good there.
Early into Jesse Love's day.
The final box score will show he started in the rear, finished 36th, but he said it. Passed a lot of cars, hopefully gained some knowledge for the playoff race here in October. Under the red flag at Martinsville, 18 remaining, Taylor Gray is the race leader.
I told Biscuit a while ago I got a cousin of mine that lives 2 miles from the track. My daddy's niece. She just sent a video a while ago from her front porch, and you can hear them.
You're breaking up a little.
Are you really ranked #1 in coverage?
Yep. It plans
Yeah, and she lives 2 miles from the track.
Lessons for Linda. You're embarrassing yourself.
At least my phone works. Switch to the
Yeah, she sent the video.
Network coverage satisfaction. Call or visit Consumer Cellular today. You don't have to settle for just one delicious dish at Olive Garden, because for a limited time, buy one take one is here, starting at just $14.99. So hurry in and enjoy a favorite like our creamy fettuccine Alfredo or our crispy chicken parmigiana today.
I'm gonna go to Olive Garden sometime. Get some Alfredo.
Twice the go-tos you crave, and twice the time with the people you call family. Buy one, take one.
Why? You don't like Olive Garden?
Only at Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family.
I'm certain it's level 5. Are you for imprint certain? I'm certain it's level 5.
Certainty matters, like the certainty of Ford Imprint. Your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out FordImprint.com.
Imprint.
NASCAR Xfinity Series racing in Martinsville. Red flag has been lifted, back under caution inside of 20 laps to go. Today it's the Marine Corps 250. Let's go back down to the care center. Here's Kim.
Yeah, Nick Sanchez has just been released. He was part of that incident that took out Christian Eckes as well as some other cars. From your point of view, how would you describe what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what everyone was doing there in the past, I don't know, 30 or 40 laps. They were just racing like it. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why we're wrecking on the Speedway in Martinsville. Obviously, I really didn't have anywhere to go. Kind of an off day for my 48. We definitely were not as fast as Xfinity Mobile, but probably we're in position to get a top 10, and yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. And yeah, ready to get to some real racing next week.
That's Nick Sanchez.
You just feel the frustration off of all these drivers. And I hate that Kim drew the short straw. She's got to be one to go to the care center and here.
Very unhappy drivers down there.
So let's go back to last year. Last time that Taylor Gray was racing here in Martinsville, Virginia. It was the penultimate race. When you talk about the Truck Series, he had a chance to advance the Championship 4. Moved out of the way by Christian Eckes. Eckes wins, goes to the Championship 4. Taylor Gray is frustrated. You see it here. He has this dramatic walk from the garage all the way out to pit road. Things didn't get physical, a little shove there, but he made sure that Eckes knew exactly how he felt. Those emotions, fast forward to today, and he's in position to maybe get his first career Xfinity win.
Absolutely massive, and it just shows you, if you got the speed to be in the position that he was in that truck race, to get moved out away from the win, he was able to carry that into the Xfinity Series, and he's been absolutely flawless today. From the restarts to driving through the field, you look how clean that race car is. Just a few donuts on the right side, that's nothing compared to what we've seen here today and out there, considering he had to drive through the field at one point.
Looking like they could go green at 12 to go if they do choose next time.
You're saying crew chief Jason Radcliffe. I know we mentioned it earlier. The winningest crew chief in NASCAR Xfinity Series history at 57, looking to make it 58 here today. And that Martinsville clock, well, it has still eluded him. I talked with him earlier, and he said, man, a win at Martinsville for me would probably be bigger than Daytona. He said, if you could win at a place like Martinsville, Darlington, Bristol, like a gritty place.
Who got the pole?
So high on your list of achievements as a crew chief.
Oh.
And you know, he was on the competition side, competition director last year. but this year comes back to sit on the pit box, be a crew chief, and that's what everyone wants. Kent reference. Clock. I mean, the trophy that means so much to so many, that's what they hand out when you win here in Martinsville, Virginia. The choose will come.
Choose is here.
There'll be 12
So,
remaining when we go
12.
to Sammy Smith to the inside again. Allgaier gets up there on the front row.
Oh, come on, BJ.
I felt like that was better than me on the outside the last couple restarts before that. And
Come on,
just
Brandon.
this place, I
Let's go, Brandon.
There's a huge mark for any team, any driver, and the crew chiefs. Everyone understands the history, the importance of this place.
Just going to the go-kart track. We got all our friends with us. We don't need any else out there. That's right.
Hey, we talk about motivation. Talk about all the wins for Jason Ratcliffe, Sam McCauley trying to win for the first time as a crew chief.
What just came off of
That would be huge
Taylor Gray's car?
for Brandon Jones. NASCAR is in
After sitting on that red, really important to clean up those tires, get your brakes back up to temp, get that race car in the right position for this restart.
Come on, Brandon. 12 to go here at Martinsville. We're going green.
Sammy Smith in the back, Taylor Gray a little bit there, but once again, off of turn 2, Taylor Gray is gone, and the Junior Motorsports teammates end up.
Oh, they're getting dicey up the back.
And now he says, you guys keep racing behind me, but I want no more cautions.
You would love to see it keep clean, but we're seeing a ton of smoke there for Ryan Sieg. Might have been a bit of a stack up.
Connor Zillage back up to 16th.
Almirola was 15th, 88 Connor Zillage racing up there near the top 15 as well.
Ryan Sieg having issues.
That's what's smoking there. So there was definitely some sort of stack up that we see so often here, especially as you get late in the race in the bottom. Everyone stacks up to turn 3.
10 laps to go. We got to think about the dash for cash as well. Allgaier holds that position right now in third. Austin Hill thinking about it. Sheldon Creed part of that mix. Sam Mayer not too far.
Oh, man, that was so ours.
On the line for the best finisher of that group. Meanwhile, back.
Whoa, they're wrecking.
They're crashing so far. We stay green.
Caution's out.
And there's the caution. Number 13. We've hit the average. Oh, boy.
I think the 88 has finally had enough damage to severely hurt that race car. As you look, the right front wasn't even turning. Williams Walsh,
And it's looking like green, white, checker.
Walsh just gets in the back. It's Connor Zillage, spins him around, and this is the type of aggression, especially when you get some 10 laps to go at Martinsville. We've seen it all race here, but this is pretty typical of this place in the Xfinity Series, where you're trying to be aggressive and move cars out of the way, because getting stuck behind them for even just a corner or 2 corners can really slow your progress, momentum, and losing the ability to get to the cars in front of you. That's just a pretty hard shot right when the car's lacking that rear grip.
You know, Connor Zillage wins the first 2 stages. In fact, the first stage 2, Zillage wins in the top 5. They're all rookies. And all 5 of those drivers have been involved in accidents since. Now, the one that wasn't up there at the time, you know, Taylor Gray finds himself leading.
And I was just talking good about Connor Zillage running back up to 16th. And
Just pop that right front tire and all that damage and rubbing the body work on it. And it's really, to your point, he was so good the first half of this race, but once he got put back into traffic, one thing I think he'll look back at, even though this race has been crazy, was he had a lot of damage quickly on that race car and put them in a really tough spot with all the speed that he had, and then it just compounds from there. And when he looks ahead to being in Martinsville again in the playoffs, I think there's a lot he can take from this race in terms of obviously his speed, but also how you protect that race car when you're in traffic and trying to come back to the field with all the speed that he has. Like
shut up, Codox.
There's an eternity in stage 3, even when it's just 50 or 60 laps at this place, and I think that when you're back, there's a lot to learn.
You realize that's what I'm streaming on, correct?
Let's try to pit. Let's try to stay on the lead lap. Yeah. Usually that can pay big dividends here, but today there's 29.
I'm streaming on my phone.
To make much of it, Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys revisited
No, you see my PC behind me.
Talking about Tanner Gray and missing out on that championship race in Phoenix because of his Martinsville race. Well, let's remember
I haven't been on Snapchat or my phone or nothing for the last 3 hours.
100 points out of the elimination line, needing a win. Ultimately finishes runner-up to Eric Amarola. Very disappointing, just one spot short of making the race for the championship in Phoenix. A lot of disappointment there, but they harnessed that this weekend. They came, they unloaded very well. Crew Chief Phil Bell said they were very confident about the car they had in practice, their long run. And talk about fire-off, we've seen the cadence of this race kind of get stuttered with the multiple restarts we've seen, but Philip has encouraged his driver, saying you're having great launches. Sammy responding that he could be more aggressive, but he's able to be taken out. So that balance on restarts of aggression and a little bit of caution, knowing that they potentially could be in the catbird seat here.
But if you think about it, Junior Motorsports has 3 wins this year with 2 different drivers. I mean, Sammy Smith wins. That would be 4 wins for the organization with 3 different drivers, only 7 races into the year. Those cars have had a ton of speed so far in 2025.
And everyone we speak to in the garage mentions that. When we say, hey, who do you pay attention to? They immediately go to the Junior Motorsports cars and paying attention to the speed that they had. And then one of those great runs out there through all this chaos. Brennan Poole and Alpha Prime Racing here currently in 7th. That's a huge day for them to be able to be in the top 10.
Well, just go back to last year. He finished 16th in points, and he did it
Muffins!
making the most out of every day. Did it a couple of times right here at Martinsville, in position to do it today. Behind him,
I'm finna watch this green-white checker, this shit show.
but if you go back behind Sam in the 27 jet.
Oh, there's 4 to go. It's been it's been a good race. Sam Mayer's wrecked everybody as usual. Go Dogs, 90% of the wrecks that happened today have been included with Sam Mayer. Choose cone. Tanner Gray takes bottom. Sam Mayer takes it with him. Allgaier up top. Austin Hill up top.
Sammy Smith was catching Taylor Gray. Normally, before that, we'd seen Taylor get out to lead and start to drive away from him, but he was starting to catch. So if he can clear just Allgaier quickly,
The dentist is in 10th. Starpoli.
Where Gray's been up there trying to hold him off. Going to be 2 laps to go. This is not overtime. This is to end it in regulation. Gray going for his first career victory. To his right, Justin Allgaier looking.
We get the white flag, it's over. If they get the caution before the white, we'll rag it and do it again.
Got Brandon Jones in the mix. Sammy Smith. So many good stories.
My dad is yelling in the living room right now, and I don't know what's going on because he's ahead of me.
Gray said he still has some tricks left for these restarts. He's been through
Green flag in the air.
Green flag again at Martinsville. Oh, and Sammy Smith in a ray. The 8 drives through. Sammy Smith trying to take the race lead. Taylor Gray not going away in that outside lane. Brandon Jones is there.
Come on, Brandon. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Caution is out. Oh, my God. Again. Ah.
Sammy Smith was about as aggressive as you could be without absolutely shipping Taylor Gray there down. The opportunity ahead of him with just a couple laps to go, and Taylor Gray did a great job of gathering it up somehow and still getting off of turn 2 in a position to continue fighting there for the 2nd position, which if he's given here will give him the option to restart back behind Sammy Smith, maybe return the big.
That's it. You use the scoring loops here, right? Because we're not on the final lap. Something line to make the choose.
Sammy Smith got a great restart right in the back, and I mean that's aggressive, but we've seen it here many times before at Martinsville, especially when you come down to just a couple laps to go. You take that opportunity, knowing how fast the 54 has been.
You got a lead race?
His best chance instead of having to race it out and having to race side by side with Justin Allgaier, moved him out of the way, and Taylor Gray, as I mentioned, just did a great job getting going there.
Mentioned Matt DiBenedetto's who brought out the caution.
Here we see back with Eric Onrola on the outside. Spins around.
Matty D. I like that paint scheme. It's cool.
Again, NASCAR had to throw the caution because the leaders have been there quickly.
Let's go, Radio Taylor Gray in the 54.
I see
don't disagree. It was aggressive. But they are given the chance to maybe repay the favor. I think so. You make that, we've seen it so often here.
My anxiety is too high for this with Brandon Jones in third, and it's been over a year since we've won a race.
But we see it so often, the way the bumpers line up these cars, it just gives you that opportunity to be that aggressive and move out. He didn't spin him out, but he did move him as hard as you could without spinning him out in this position. And in Sammy Smith's spot, it's a chance to go win a clock, a place he's been close to before, and he felt like maybe his best opportunity to make it happen.
Here's what I've always thought. I know the caution came out, so it changed.
Like, I wouldn't mind Sheldon Creek in there.
Now you get the caution. He might line up right behind you for the overtime restart.
Exactly, and I expect that probably to be the case, where he'll be able to do the exact same move. Which if you're in Sammy Smith's position, you can't.
So Brandon Jones is 90% gonna start on the outside in the front row, because Tanner Gray's gonna start behind Sammy Smith. I see it coming
in this thing as well. Sammy Smith, 2 career wins, started his career at Joe Gibbs Racing, won early in his rookie season, 2023 at Phoenix. The Junior Motorsports last year had to scratch and claw his way into the playoffs on points. Then he gets into the postseason. He's paired with his new crew chief, and that being Philip Bell. They won at Talladega. Kim talked about how close they were to making the championship 4. He was second here in the fall, trying to win again and get back to the playoffs is Sammy Smith, and now we get to choose.
Where does Taylor Gray go?
Go high, buddy. Go high, buddy. Let them fight each other, and you just roll right on by them. Come on.
Got physical with one another, and he was in the right position at the right time to take the lead and win it.
And that's absolutely what Brandon Jones could potentially be thinking here. If those two get into it,
come on, Brandon. Come on.
Stopped up in turns 1 and 2. He could utilize the outside to get by both of them in that case.
Hey,
but what we've seen is the bottom that does have the restart dominance so far.
By the stats, best passer today, Taylor Gray. Best defender, Sammy Smith.
Ooh.
Overtime. 2 laps, 2 out. Caution comes out before the white. We reset and do it again. If the leader gets back to the white flag, next flag ends the race. Front row, Sammy Smith, Brandon Jones. Watch Taylor Gray in row 2. It's overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Taylor Gray's right there on the rear bumper. Starpoli's in the wall.
No caution, we race on. Here comes Taylor Gray to the inside. Side by side for the lead into turn 3. Coming back to the white flag at Martinsville.
And he did it exactly like Sammy Smith did it, maybe even a little bit cleaner. Moved him up the racetrack, and potentially he's going to clear him off for turn 4. They're side by side in turn 1.
Taylor Gray back to the race lead. 3 of the last 6 races at Martinsville have had a last lap pass. 54 in charge. Sammy Smith is there. Justin Allgaier is there. Contact there is. There goes Gray. Here comes
fucking Austin Hill. Fucking Austin Hill. Fucking Austin Hill. Are you kidding me? This Mickey Mouse son of a bitch wins every fucking race that he is never at the end of. What the fuck?
to win. It's $100,000 and the 100th win all time for Richard.
It's like fucking William Byron. I swear to God.
I will say, I think kind of a little disappointed.
Despise this bitch.
Definitely, when you get one like that.
My God, man.
Well, that's absolutely massive. I know how much he's worked at this place, how tough it's been for that 21 team at times at Martinsville.
Despise this son of a bitch.
But if you look at what went down between Taylor Gray and Sammy Smith, I felt like the first
Fuck!
was aggressive. The next restart was mano a mano to come from 2 or 3 cars back and absolutely clear out the 54 was probably too much.
Talk about how things ended for Taylor Gray last fall. He was frustrated. He went down there. Told him what he thought. There will be some similar conversations after this one today. He restarted 5th. We weren't talking about him. Didn't say much about him all day long.
I hope he punches the shit out of Sammy Smith.
His way to victory lane, career win number 12 for him. Second victory of the season. Sheldon Creed unofficially was second. Justin Allgaier third. Brennan Poole ends up fourth unofficially and will be a part of the Dash for Cash in 2 weeks at Bristol. And now we let him celebrate. There's Austin Hill.
Damn!
About our Dash for Cash guys up there. I mean, 4 in the top 5. They were all.
And you see the disappointment for Taylor Gray. I think absolutely that probably warrants some sort of conversation with Sammy Smith at some point.
Let's go to Dylan.
Damn, dude.
The celebration down here, I think, is filled with as much disbelief as you can imagine. I don't even know where to start asking you how you ended up here. Did you expect at all to be standing here in victory lane at the end of this?
No, not at all. I mean, we restarted 7th there. I chose bottom just because of how rough everybody was on restarts, and I had to do what I had to do there on the last lap. Before I talk too much, though, I do gotta say, I'm extremely sorry to our teammate for getting in that wreck down in 1. Started wheel hopping a little bit, and once I got under control, I hit the 16 and it took out the 2. So I feel really, really bad for.
Damn, Sammy Smith being rough, man. It's Martinsville.
To the race, but anyways, can't thank everybody on this bench Chevrolet. We didn't have the fastest car. It wasn't as fast as Xfinity Mobile, but that restart, it just got wild. I mean, I'm obviously.
You know how bad it's got to feel to finish second to Austin Hill, too?
And I knew that getting into 3, they were all going to get beaten and banging. I just drove in as deep as I could.
You should have went way wide right there. We wouldn't have been.
CR's 100 victory in the Xfinity Series.
Oh.
CR engines are always so badass, but man, I'm in disbelief that we're in victory lane right now. It is unbelievable. I actually said during the race that I hated this place because of all the beating and banging that was going on, and to top it off, we won the 100 grand. I forgot we even won that. So man, this is awesome. I got a perfect place for the grandfather clock.
100 grand in his pocket and 100th Xfinity Series win for RCR. Austin Hill, Kim, does it Martinsville.
And another frustrating Martinsville finish for Taylor Gray. This time in the Xfinity Series, we are making the walk just to the Care Center. Taylor, how do you come to terms with the end of that race and the moves you saw from Sammy Smith?
Yeah, I mean, it sucked, right? I feel like we had the best car all day. I can't thank everyone for Jokies Racing enough. I feel like we brought a really fast operator third-year Supra, as fast as Xfinity Mobile. Just, it's unfortunate, man. It's the same story I've lived here for 2 years, 2 Martinsvilles in a row.
And races to come.
No, I mean, I don't know. It just depends.
Bristol in 2 weeks, another short track coming up on the schedule.
And look, like I said, the initial shot from Sammy on the subsequent restart before this to Taylor Gray was aggressive. The repaid favor there on this restart, I felt like was completely in bounds for Taylor Gray to make, and then to come from 2 or 3 car lengths back and just slam and spin a guy out for the win on the final.
I don't want to talk about it.
2 corners is just too much.
Here it is. Overtime restart.
It's right here. Taylor Gray gets in the back. Sammy Smith, but he does this in even a nicer way than Sammy did.
All right, I'm going to end my stream right quick.
They end up side by side.
All right. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back here about around 1:30, 2 o'clock. I don't remember what time I set the stream for the Cup race, and I imagine it being just as hectic as this one. I will see you guys tomorrow. As always, do what you love, and I'll see you guys later.
Peace
out.
And then to come from this far back, though, I mean, this is just